Yo, what's up, YouTube? We're back. And as we got Bidhan. Bidhan Berma. What's good, bro?
What's up, man?
All good, bro. Bidhan man, say Berma.
Everyone just calls me Berma.
Yeah.
That's just how it's been since I was a kid.
We're around with that. Okay, so Kotila Hasana, he is the one and only, the most popular Nepali DJ Toronto.
I would say so. There's not many of us. I think it's just me for real.
Hey, that's me as well.
Okay, so we got two. We got two.
There's Abhishek as well.
Yeah, we got three.
Upcoming low key.
Just wait. We're gonna train, and Nepali DJs are about to take over the city now.
Hey, that'll be sick. For most people who may or may not have seen you perform, you were the DJ at Karma event at your
The New
after
Year's
party,
party,
the
yeah,
New Year's party, right?
with,
J Author.
yeah,
after
with
that,
J
it was
Author.
you.
Yeah,
So that's the DJ right there.
that was me. Yeah,
was
yeah.
performing.
That was my first time DJing a Nepali event.
Right?
Yeah.
So what? They reached out to you?
Yeah,
Or
they just
like, how did it go?
when I was in Nepal, which I'm sure we'll talk about a bit more later, I ended up just connecting with people, and like when you're in a new city, you want to explore, and so you meet like-minded people, and in Nepal, they just happen to be Nepali too, and there's a lot of Nepali people / Tibetan people in Toronto who are going back and forth from KTM, and so when I was out there, I just ended up making friends, I don't know if anything was going to come of it or anything like that. And then boom, a couple months later, they reached out to me. They're just like, hey, we need a DJ for this event. And J Author was on it. I was like, hell yeah. Let's do it.
So you knew J Author from before?
I knew him as an artist, and then I met him in Nepal as well.
That's crazy.
In the streets of Tamil, you know what I
real?
mean? Yeah. And so we all went out one night, had a great time, and that was my first time really meeting Nepali people, like in my life, you know what I mean? Like for real, hanging out, going to the club, getting drunk, like being with Nepali people, like 10, 15 deep, you know what I mean? I've never had that experience in my life. So that was the night that I ran into him. And of course I didn't expect him to remember me and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because life is fast, you know what I mean? And that was just one night, we were all lit, whatever. But then when he came here, we were kicking it, and it hella cool. And then there was a lot of young Nepali people who came out to the show, and you were there too, so you saw like it was cool, man. Like I've never been around young Nepali people until I went to Kathmandu, and then I came back, and all of a sudden I'm surrounded by them. It's pretty cool.
So was it your first time ever going back to Nepal?
Yeah. Like I was raised here my whole life. Like I went back when I was younger, like in elementary school times, but as a full thinking adult, that was my first time. Yeah.
So were you born here, or were you born in Nepal who came here? Like, what's the story? Like
everyone in my family is born in Nepal except me.
Oh wow.
So I was the first one in my whole family tree. Like my grandma, my grandma's grandma, all that. Like it's all straight Nepali, straight from Kathmandu. Like of course from Gaon, some people, but like I'm straight Nepali. And then my family left Kathmandu in like the 90s.
In the 90s.
And then I was born here in North America, and then I've just been raised in Toronto my whole life, specifically Scarborough. Like
right?
I moved around. We moved around a lot when I was a little younger, and then we kind of settled in Scarborough, and that's where I learned how to walk, talk, be a man, whatever.
Yeah.
Did you get the Toronto accent yet?
He
it's
grew
so
up with
funny.
that, man. He grew up with that accent.
I'm so desensitized to it. I don't really think about the Toronto accent, but then like some people overdo it. You know what I mean? Like and that's with any culture though. You know what I mean? You're always gonna have people who are making like a caricature of your culture. So it's like it comes with it, but it's kind of cool. Like when we were out in Kathmandu, you know what I mean? Like meeting other Nepali kids from the diaspora. Some people are in Texas, some people are in London, whatever. And then they meet you, and the first thing they do is the Toronto accent. You know what I mean? And it's just like, man, it's either that or they like, oh, do you like Drake? You know what I mean? Like those are the two most common questions that I got as soon as I said I'm from Toronto.
Or if they were to imitate someone from Toronto, what would they say? Like,
nah, I can't even do that. I can't even do that.
Yo, I'm on my G. What you saying?
See, even that's calm though. Like that's really how we talk in our day to day. Like I don't think that that's too far from what the actual accent is, but you go on like TikTok, whatever, all these like 16, 17-year-olds who are in the mall doing like the small mic interviews, you know what I mean? Like it's just so silly, bro.
Right, so the whole accent thing is crazy, bro. I don't even understand half the thing they say.
To me, it's my language, right? Like I grew up speaking it. I watched it evolve, like you know what I mean? Like, so I get it. But if you aren't raised in it and don't understand it the way that we do, you'll never get it. It sounds like a whole different language.
Honestly, I think you have to really be in it throughout to kind of understand where it like where
And
it
it's
came
regional
from
as
and
well. Like
everything,
I
right?
think like Toronto accent from Scarborough is different than Toronto accent from the West End is
Oh,
different
yeah.
than downtown. So it's a dialect, right? Like Nepal has so many dialects.
Yeah.
If you go from north to south of KTM, they're
Yeah.
speaking Nepali, but how they speak it is so different. How is it any different here? You know, in the languages that we speak, it's just natural, right?
I don't know. For me, I feel like Toronto, the whole accent, like growing up, I've been here since 2010 now, right? So I grew up with the culture in a sense.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say I stepped out of it because that's where I lost my whole Toronto accent and everything. But for me, I feel like it's like a mix of, Jamaican and this Arabic thing, Yo, say walai.
Yeah, those are the Somalis, right? Like
Somalis, yeah, exactly.
any
It's a mix of
major
that, I
city
feel.
is gonna get a lot of their cultural influence from the most marginalized. You know, like those are the people who are the coolest, who have the
Yeah.
most to offer. And in Toronto's history, it's always been the Caribbean, and it's always, and now more recently, it's been like a lot of Somali, East Africans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really just morphs to represent like what the city took on. You know, like this is an immigrant hub at the end of the day. People come here from all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And so those just happen to be the two cultures that really took the forefront of Toronto, you
Yeah.
know?
Represent the city.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, I'm sure you've been here since 2010, so like
Yeah.
you kind of know what it's like especially in Toronto, there's not a lot of Nepali people here. Like you don't really
Not
engage with
many,
it until recently. I think recently
after
it's-
COVID, man.
Yeah,
after
after COVID,
COVID,
for
that's
sure.
when I started seeing a lot of people like from Nepal.
Like before, it would just be in Bleecker, or you'd go to Parkdale and you see the Tibetans that speak Nepali or whatever,
Exactly.
the Bhutanese people or whatever. But
Yeah.
like now, like it's just straight Nepali kids. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like I'll be on the
100%.
bus, I'll be like walking down the street, whatever. I was at a car rental place the other day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so like it's just cool to see like. This is gonna sound silly, but like Nepali people be like regular people in Toronto. Because that was not my experience for most of my life.
Oh, for sure.
So to see it now is
Yeah.
cool, man. Like, like I go to like Wendy's super lit after the club, the guy behind. And that's Nepali people, that's our superpower, you know? Like if you see another Nepali person, the radar goes off. You know
Yeah.
immediately, right? And
Yeah.
so like, I'll just go start speaking in Nepali to them and they'll be shocked. They'll be like, yo, like you don't look Nepali, like you don't carry yourself like that, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but that's what I am. And so it's cool to have that interaction more and more, you know?
I think I know which Wendy's you're talking about.
yeah.
I know exactly which Wendy's you're talking about. The after hour spot.
Yeah.
So when did you really start DJing? Like, how did you learn?
I really started DJing like around 10 years ago. I've always been blessed to be around amazing artists in the city, and at that time in my life, I just happened to be surrounded by a lot of DJs, and they were very experimental in the music that they played, and their approach to music and stuff like that. But I always found myself drawn to music, especially like being Nepali. Like it's really rooted in us, song and dance, like. No matter what we do, everything is song and dance, bro. Like dose, tia, like you know what I mean? Like everything is rooted in that. So it's just natural in you to want to engage in song and dance. Like it's so deep in your brain because that's who we are as people. So I think that that was my calling, and then they just provided me an opportunity to learn. And from soon as I got my hands on some equipment, I just took off running from there.
But as a let's say, you did like. Bro, if you're not in the circle around DJs, like how would you break through that circle?
I think that's hard, man, because where DJing is now is so different from where I started as, like I think now it's become trendy and accessible, and accessibility is not a bad thing, but it does create oversaturation. So you kind of have to deal with the balance of that. But to be honest, like in its true original form, DJing is a social job. So you got to get out there and shake hands. You got to go out there and meet people, because like if you don't do that, who's coming to your parties? Who's coming to your sets? Like you have to go out there. So if you're a young DJ who wants to crack in the scene, you'll go to these parties, shake hands, introduce yourself, like let people know that you're an actual person, because like Instagram is not real people. Like, you know what I mean? Like as much as your account is real, until I shake your hand, you're not a real person to me. And that might be a rude perspective at it, but it's true, because we meet so many people in this nightlife scene. So many people. So it's like, if you're not real to me in real life, you're not real to me in real life. Like, why am I going to think about you when I'm planning things or have ideas and stuff like that? Like, you're just a name on IG. So go out there, shake people's hands, let them know, like, yo, I'm a young DJ. I know who you are. And like, don't pretend and be cool and say like, oh, you're a DJ? Oh, I didn't know that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, go shake their hand. Be like, yo, like, I seen your sets. I like your stuff. Like, I'm a young DJ. I want to get on, blah, 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 and go from there. But, man, just shake a hand. Like, I think, like, so many people feel entitled to a connection just because they follow each other on IG. And maybe that's just relative specifically to DJing in Toronto, but I think that's a big problem. Like, people don't introduce themselves IRL. Like, and I think that goes a long way. I think that goes a really long way.
I think I did come introducing myself.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
A year ago to Himalayan Melama.
Yeah.
Because for some reason we connected. I don't know how on IG as well.
Yeah. Well, I always try and follow Nepali people from Toronto. Like, if you're from Toronto, if you're young or like doing art or in the scene, like I'm always trying to like connect. I'm always trying to like just keep tabs on people because like, yo, there's not many of us, let alone many of us that exist in this space together, you know? So I think it's important to take care of each other. So
because this has been 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
Actually, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
And it all worked out in the right time, you know, because like at that point I had not gone back to Nepal. I had not experienced Kathmandu, nothing. So now I have. So I actually have things to talk about that are relevant. You know what I mean?
So just talking about Himalayan Mela, your mom is one of them.
Yeah.
So did it draw down from the family itself to like entertainment wise?
I think so. Like, again, like when it's time to sing and dance, Nepali people will show up. You know what I mean? And when I was younger, a lot of people used to just come to my family's house. Like, that was just the kick it spot, you know? Like, and so we started having like big dase parties and stuff like that. My mom would cook for like 25, 30 people in like a 2-bedroom. You know what I mean? But it was so much fun, man. And that was the first time I got to engage with my culture, you know? And in the middle of that is always my dad with his guitar. And you know how those are, guitar, Mado, singing all those songs, you know what I mean? It's part of the culture, you know? And I think like when you're entrenched in that for your whole life and you see what the art can do to bring people together, I guess that always just lives with you in your brain, you know what I mean? And for me, like, that was really the only time I was seeing Nepali people, like, Dase TR New Year's. Like, that's it. Like, outside of that, I did not engage with Nepali people on my day-to-day life, you know what I mean? So it was like, I saw the power that it had to bring people together when my dad was doing it, when my mom was doing it. You know, they really believe in community, and so I think it was just always in me. When you meet my parents and see what they do and how they do it, you're like, oh, he makes perfect sense on why he is the way he is, you know?
So the question that I have for you, we're gonna go a little bit back.
Okay.
Before becoming DJ Berma, who were you?
Who was I?
Who were you?
I was just a young kid in the city, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have any other goals, any other dreams? Your parents wanted you to do something, become
Doctor,
something?
engineer.
Of course. Come on, doctor, engineer, lawyer.
Nepali parents.
Honestly, I've always been an artist. Like, it's always been in me, whatever. But before I was an artist, I was just a kid in the city. That was it. Like, I just wanted to meet people. I was always curious about people. Like, I think one thing I'm very good at, like, personally, I've been very blessed with the gift of people. Like, I think I'm very good at interacting and, like, you know, like, not in like a predatory way, you know what I mean? But, like, you know when somebody's good at talking to people, you know what I mean? I think
you have the social skills.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. And, sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Who were you before?
Oh, like, who was I before?
Who were you before?
I think I don't know who I was before because by the time I became an artist, that's who I was, you know? And so, like, before I was just a regular person, man. Like, I'm still a regular person. Like, I don't mean it in that way, but, like, struggling in school, I wasn't always the smartest, you know? Like, I was a lazy teenager, you know what I mean? And, like, but what always interested me was art. I was always into, like, finding the new music, downloading it. Like, when I was in high school, Chief Keef was really big. So, like, you know, really engaging with that culture. And then right around the time that I graduated high school, whatever, like Drake, Weeknd, Justin Bieber were all super popping. So, like, Toronto was really on the map. So it was a really fun time to be a young artist in the city.
Because it felt like 2016?
Yeah, like from 2013 to about like 2017 Toronto was crazy place, bro.
Those days were
It was.
fun.
I would pay a lot of money to go back to those days.
Those days were fun. I swear, clubbing.
It was
crazy then.
so much fun. Like if you
Yeah.
weren't here to experience it, you'll just never understand it. Like it'll always sound like, oh, back in my day stuff,
Yeah.
which it kind of is now. But man, like the city felt so. It felt like the potential was limitless because we were watching it be broken. Like for so long in Toronto, they said you can only go this far.
Yeah.
And then we watched 3 different people from, well, 2 people from Toronto, 1 person from Southern Ontario, but like all people who are local break this barrier, shatter it, become the biggest pop stars in the world. We could do whatever we want. And we were moving like it. It was a crazy place at those times, man.
Those days were fun, man. Honestly. Yeah.
How big of an influence was Drake towards the city?
Huge, bro. Huge. Like, especially, I can speak because I lived in the ground zero for that explosion. You know what I mean? Like, that happened locally, you know? And I think that, like I was saying, it just showed what the potential of what we can do is, you know? Like, you know, we have always had talented Canadian artists and stuff like that, but we've never had the guy. And that was the first time somebody from this city that has like a very chip on his shoulder mentality. Toronto's a really insecure city, and it has been always. And so it was cool to watch somebody who's insecure become the guy because people valued his insecurity. You know what I mean? Like his vulnerability in his music and stuff like that. It's a lot of insecurity. Like it's a lot of incel music, bro, if you go back and listen to those lyrics. But he was being vulnerable. And that was incredible because we're like, wow, like somebody can be vulnerable and get on. But it was just an insecure place, you know? So it really provided like this like legit stamp. And it felt like, oh, like now people were curious about Toronto. You know, the Raptors were getting in the playoffs every year and stuff like that. So there started to become a culture that started to bubble here. And so I think it was a big influence, but I think there's a lot of pieces that all fell together at the same time that allowed that to happen the way that it did.
So is Drake still the go-to music when you play like in the clubs?
100%, especially in Toronto. Like, I think one thing that's cool is like being from Toronto and going like travel to other cities. They like when you play the Drake stuff. You know what I mean? Because you're from Toronto, you gotta play that stuff. You know what I mean? And that's our bag. Like that's easy for me. Yeah,
Here's what I feel about Drake. He's not just an artist. Like his music himself, he's a genre. Like
interesting. Yeah. He's like a subcategory.
Yeah, like you play anything Drake on the club, it's like that's a cheat code.
And there's so many different genres of Drake that you can play. And we were in ground zero for this. So who knows how to play that better than the people who experienced it happen live. Like I have, like one time Drake popped up at this like concert that TMU had for like their Frosh Week or something. And DJ Esco was the head performer, and tickets were 6 cents.
Oh, 6 cents.
6 cents. And so, you know, obviously I had friends. I was at York at the time, but I had friends at TMU, so I was like, yo, give me a ticket. So boom, we pull up, and this is like right around the time Raptors are bubbling. Like this is like if you're reading this times, right? And then boom, Drake just comes out, and I paid 6 cents to see Drake in a random parking lot in downtown Toronto. You know what I mean? So it's like, again, we go back to that time in Toronto where it felt like everything was so limitless, you know? And so, I like it. It's a cheat code, man.
What's your favorite song? Like, if you had to play that one song, you know?
Feel No Ways.
Feel No Ways.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time, bro. I really like that song. I play that song a lot. I would say Feel No Ways. Feel No Ways or Passion Fruit.
What's the song with thing?
Central? Oh, Make More? Back to back?
Back to back.
The diss track?
Bro, that was
back to back, going back.
Bro.
Yeah.
That was going back was good too, but back to back was crazy.
I like Charged Up. That's a good song too. But that's the thing. Like he's like LeBron. You know what I mean? Like it's like no matter how old he gets, whatever. Like I don't know if you guys are following basketball right now, but like LeBron 3 games up on the Houston Rockets, and he's looking like he's 26 years old again, bro.
That's crazy, man. For
his son outscored the Rockets bench. I read a tweet that said
Oh, really? Bronny play? Like,
Bronny played. He scored 5 points. The Rockets bench scored 4 points.
Oh, damn.
Same as Luka is not even like playing.
Yeah. It's all LeBron, man.
Hey, why is Luka not playing?
He's injured right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and LeBron scored 6 points in 5 seconds, basically, to tie the game, send it to overtime. That's Drake. It's like, yo, he can't keep getting away with this. And he does every time. I can't explain it.
No, that's crazy, man.
You saw the ice thing recently?
Yeah, the ice sculpture.
Even the explosion, like I think only Drake is allowed to do that in this city.
100%. That probably costs a lot of money, zoning, construction, buying the actual ice, getting the security guards and all that stuff. It probably costs a lot of money.
Somebody literally found out the day for the Iceman.
Yeah.
And then he gave out like 100,000 for the guy.
And it was
I think it was in the bag itself.
Yeah.
In the bag itself, there was like 100,000 in cash.
No.
And then the release.
There was just a date for the Iceman.
Oh, really?
And then he pulled up to the house, and then Drake gave him another bag.
Oh, damn. I thought it was already in the bag.
No. In the bag was just the release date. Yeah, and like Kishka, that's the guy who found it. He's just like a local streamer. You know what I mean?
Toronto, right?
Yeah. He's from downtown. I don't know, but he's from Toronto. But yeah, and then I see this guy front row at the Raptors game the next day. Like,
he got 100 bags.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
He's up. He's so up.
Even Drake was watching him when he came up to the house.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the story goes that he commented on Kishka's Twitch stream and said, pull up to the crib, and then everything. But it's a sick rollout. Like, I like it. I enjoy thoughtfulness. I enjoy community engagement, like engaging with your fans. Like, that's cool. That's something to talk about. That's a moment.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, so many different companies were making the Iceman graphic. I don't know when you saw when he was doing the acronym.
Every single
you know what I mean? Like, Drake is a moment. Just as he's a genre, he's a moment. You know what I mean? This is like somebody that we hold to the same regard as Beyonce, Taylor Swift. Like, these are Bad Bunny, like artists that are transgenre, like bigger than just what the pocket they exist in, So it's a moment, It's the same way Taylor Swift would get memed, or Beyonce would get memed, or Rihanna would get memed. It's the same thing because they're all in this crazy stratosphere,
Yeah, Drake really like put us on the map, man. Toronto,
100%.
Like, this guy, apart from just music, this guy does so much.
100%.
Even for Raptors, man. This guy.
Like being in Kathmandu, or forget Kathmandu, because that's like a metro city, right? Being in Pokhara, being in like Chitwan, and being in Butchol, and like walking through the streets and hearing one dance and stuff like that. It's like, yo, what is going on here? Like, and they know the words word for word. Like, I went out to the club till 6 a.m. in Pokhara, bro. One of the craziest nights of my life. Just by myself. And then, you know how many Drake songs I heard in the club? Like, that was like mind blowing for me, bro. Like,
are you sure it was at the club or it was at the boat that you took?
Okay.
You just played Drake songs.
I was playing a lot of Drake on that boat ride. Yeah.
Bro, you guys were 2014 you guys were here, right?
Yeah.
I was back in Nepal.
Yeah.
And I used to bomb the headlines to album.
That's what I'm saying.
What
Like,
album was it?
Headlines is like So Far Gone.
So Far Gone. Yeah, I mean, like,
No. It's Take Care. Yeah, Take Care.
I used to bomb that like back in 2014.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I was out there, it felt like every radio, like when you would listen to English radio, you would hear so many Drake songs, and it's cool, man. Like, people really know him for real. Like, and that's crazy because he's from Toronto. It's like watching my worlds collide. You know what I mean?
So besides Drake's, what else do you play, Club Man? What's your typical?
I think like I'm really influenced by Toronto. So Toronto is influenced, particularly where I grew up, is influenced by a lot of Caribbean music. So I think like Caribbean music is a big part of the type of music that I play. And then as well, trap. I love Southern music. Like, I play a lot of different black genres, I think. So like hip hop, dancehall, soca, Afrobeats, like all that stuff. Like, you can't go in Toronto anywhere in the night without hearing black music, you know what I mean? So you got to kind of exist in those spaces. So it's just taking what I've learned and, the music that I like and putting it together myself.
Have you ever played any Nepali songs?
Yeah, when I played the New Year's thing.
No, I meant like, like let's say AM, PM, you perform there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no,
places like this,
I
like,
wouldn't.
there's no Nepali, like, just
but
to
like
represent.
when I was
people,
first DJing, like Kanti was a big song,
Kanti,
and so I would play that song.
Which
what
one?
I mean?
There's two versions, the J Author and
The J Author one, yeah. Like, that's the song that I would probably say. He has a couple songs, but this is when I was first DJing, and like, yeah, I would play those songs, but like, until I really went to Kathmandu and experienced like what's popping in youth out there, with the youth out there, I didn't really care for Nepali music, to be honest. Like, guilty, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I was wrong.
Listening to it, right?
I didn't grow up listening to it. I understand the
Right?
language. I speak the language. Like, it's no problem to me. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like it because it's Nepali is because I don't like the music. Like the music itself was not objectively good to me.
I think it's just more so like same thing applies to me. It wasn't influenced into you. You can put it that way. I think, right? You didn't have people around you listening to Nepali music. You didn't have the culture.
Exactly.
Like for me, it's more on a later basis where I started listening to more Nepali. Like these days, it's like my whole playlist is all Nepali music. This guy tells me, "Oh, this is playing, that's playing." I'm like, "Who's that?"
I remember you once telling me to put me on some music.
Yeah.
Music. I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know until I went for real. But like, it's hard to like digest it when you feel so removed from the culture. You know what I mean? Because like, what I'm getting is like third-hand knowledge. Like, you know, like a friend of a friend of a friend is telling
honestly,
me like
next
this.
time you need songs, let us know. Like,
For sure. For sure.
Like, we have the whole list there. Right.
But it was cool to be able to Shazam it myself. You know what I mean? Be in Kathmandu, be in these places, be in Tamil, like, and like Shazam this stuff because
I like the beat.
And like I learned so many different artists. Like as soon as I landed, Sushant Casey has a song that I really like.
Which one?
Soiho, I think.
Soiho?
Yeah. But anyways, it's a really good song, and that was one of the first songs that I Shazam when I got to Nepal, and then I went to Young Blues. He had like a concert there, and I went to that concert, and he just came out and he performed, and I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. Like, you know, like these young local artists are like really moving the needle, you know? So I think that was really cool.
Did you meet Urgen Mokhtar? I see you guys are following each other.
So I found out about that show because he posted about it.
Oh.
And again, as soon as somebody's from Toronto or involved in Toronto and I see that Nepal flag in your bio, we're locked in. You know what I mean?
He came here for a concert last year. Where'd you guys meet? Like here?
Dude, so he posted on the concert thing, and I think I saw you repost it. I saw a couple different people repost it, and then I followed him. He followed me back, and then boom, you know, the social media thing. And then I was in Kathmandu at the same time as him. So then he posted that show. The
you guys shook hands or not?
Yeah, real person. And so I went to the Young Blues show, and that was one of the first nights where I looked around and I was like, oh, these are the young artists. These are the cool fashion people. These are the young needle movers for the city, you know, the influencers, the culture makers. Like, these are the people. So that was cool to be in that room and look around and be like, oh, okay, like, even though I'm a visitor in this city, I could look around and be like, okay, these are the cool kids, you know, or like these are the kids who are really doing stuff.
You did mention Blues. He's one of the biggest producers in Nepal.
Yeah, and his music was sick. He was an incredible performer. Like, he did an amazing job. That show was, you could have did that show in any city. It would have been incredible. You know, so it's for it to be all in Nepali, all the songs be Nepali, all the people attending it being Nepali, like, that was crazy to me, you know?
What are some top songs that he produced? Blues.
He works with Yoda, you know Yoda?
Yeah.
Yoda?
He produces all his songs.
He has a song called Banana that I really like. Yeah, he has a lot of good music. He even has like a I'm a piano song. That's
like he actually sings or he just produced like. Sorry. Does he sing?
Yeah. He's a lyricist. He sings. He makes all his music and stuff like that. I'm sure he works with other people too. But he was when I was at the show, he was playing the guitar. Like he was a very good performer. It was very engaging. But he has a song called like Adi Rati, and it's like a I'm a piano track. So I think that was cool, bro. Like being like, and I didn't get that ad for that song until I was in Kathmandu, and then it was on like an IG ad, you know. And then I listened to it. I was like, oh, this is dope. So
I gotta check him out later.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: a lot of us, like Nepali, they try to go to AMPM a lot, but they don't make it through the door. You as an artist went to AMPM. How was the experience?
It was cool, bro. Like, that's like the closest you'll have to like an Asian experience in Toronto, like a pure, like you walk in there, you're in Tokyo. You could be in any Asian city, like any Asian city. You could be in Bangkok, you can be in Kathmandu, you could be in whatever. So, it's cool to perform for like a type of crowd like that. Where in the middle of Parkdale too, I think that's a big part of it because like for a long time Parkdale was undesirable, ugly. Like these are the things that they would say about the area, you know. And so for now, people don't want to go there to experience entertainment. I think that's pretty cool, let alone experience entertainment with nothing but Asian people. Like, that's sick. But the guys who run it are really dope. They do good programming. I like what they do over there. And the sound system there cranks. So it feels good when you play music in there. So it's definitely one of the better venues in the city for sure.
Their laser, I think they added the laser.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it's crazy.
They're always adding
bro.
stuff in there.
These guys, honestly, I respect like Benny, Cameron.
Yeah.
These guys have a really good team, and they're all for the community, man. These guys humble, down to earth, like everything that they do is like they're taking it up the notch, you know.
And again, they are like accessible people. Like you can go up to Benny or Cam in AMPM and shake their hand. You know what I mean? Like, so I think like that's cool. You know, like I think that's important. Like visibility in accessing your community. I think that's so important. Like I said with the Drake thing.
If you go to Good Life after 6, they're there.
Yeah, they're just in there doing their thing.
No, both of them they come work out there.
Yeah.
That's
and
when
like,
I first saw them. I'm like, shit, I think I see.
Parkdale is cool because you have things like that. Like especially again, not to go back, but like back in the day, like Queen Street from beginning to end, you could run into so many people in so many different places. So it's kind of cool because like before they had Sorry Not Sorry in the basement at AMPM too. So like that was the first time my friends would come to like a strip to party and be around Nepali Tibetan people. You know what I mean? And then like me being like, oh, like no, like you guys are the foreigners here. Like I know all these Tenzins, bro.
I know all the Tenzins.
Yeah, I know. You yell Tenzin down Parkdale, everyone's heads turning. You feel me?
All the Tenzins are banned from AMPM, bro.
exactly. You know, so I think it's cool to like make them come down and like. You know what I mean? You go to the infamous Tim Hortons on Jameson.
Oh, damn.
And broski, you walk in there, you're in Lhasa, bro. like you're in Lomo at that point, bro.
Back then they allowed seating, but they removed it because the homeless case.
Yeah. Well, Parkdale in itself has its other quirks, you know what I mean? But I always love bringing the number one things whenever my friends from out of town come, DJs, artists, whatever. We're getting Momo in Parkdale. Yeah. Like you have to. You could ask any one of my friends. You can ask any one of my friends from out of town. If they come to Toronto and they see me, yo, we're going to Parkdale to get Momo. Like that's a definite.
What's your go-to spot?
It depends on what I want.
Logos?
Nah, I'm not a Logos guy myself. You know, and this is no slander. This is no slander to any Momo spot. Yeah. All of you guys are like snowflakes. Each one is so beautifully unique. I just have my preferences. You feel me?
So what's the spot?
For me, if I want just good Momo, I like Sampa. Sampa's really good. If I want to sit down experience, I really like Shangri-La. Like Shangri-La has a really good sit down experience.
Nice cozy feel.
You know what I mean? The auntie there, she's very nice. I've known her for a long time. Yeah. There's always a game on or something in there. So
she's one of the OGs, man.
And they have some really good honey chili fries. If you ever go over there, the chili fries are booming.
I think next time you go to Tsamba, you should try their I think moktuk. And then pork chili that comes with 2 bread, bro.
It's so funny. Naam pani correctly bonega. I still don't get it right.
Yeah, you can't pronounce Sampa? Sampa?
Something like that.
TS, Sampa?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, okay, that's his spot.
Yeah. So I like Sampa. I'm from Scarborough, so there's a lot of Momo spots that opened in Scarborough recently. Momo's like the new trendy food, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of restaurants popping up. So there's a couple in Scarborough that I really like. There's one called Nanglo, which is really good.
Never been, but I heard about it.
Nanglo's really good. There's Momo Station, which is really good. I really like their Momo, and it's cheap. You know what I mean? Like, Nepal yo, Momo I can't eat because it's so expensive here, bro. It's
$17. Have you heard of it?
You see, that's when I'm crazy, bro.
Who
that's
sells it for 17?
Momo to go.
You know what I'm saying? Only Indian Momo. Like, you know what I mean? It's like Pakistani Momo. You know what I mean? It's not even like real Nepali Momo. To me, if it's not Tibetan, if it's not Nepali, it's not Momo. Yeah. It's dumplings.
Just give me Momo. Just give me the steam one. Simple.
You feel me? Like I don't need tandoori double fried Momo. Like, no, man.
There's another spot, the Momo Junction. You've tried it?
Nah, I haven't.
It's by Lakeshore. It's really good.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good.
It's a food truck.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so many Momo options, but Nepal spoils you, bro, because you're walking around. Like, I went to Old Everest, right? This restaurant is just outside of Tomil. We're walking around, just wandering in. We walk in. Brother, 10 buff Momo and a drink, 250 Nepali rupees.
That's like what, $2?
That's $2.50, bro.
Jeez, 250?
250.
God, bro, when I was in Nepal, Momo used to cost like what, 60 rupiah. 50 rupiah. That's like barely.
Yeah, that's 50 cents.
50 cents.
Yeah.
20 rupees.
That's
Those
what I'm
were the
saying.
days.
But 250 for a drink and buff momo, and they do the zol momo, so it's like
They give
the
Joel on the
zol
side.
in Nepal. Like I don't like zol momo here, bro. I can't lie. Zol momo here is not banging, but when I'm there, I don't know. It's something different about like the zol there that's just so good.
Honestly, the thing is, like, when it comes to food, like, from your culture, ingredients that you get over there, you
It's
can't
true.
get
It's
the
true.
same exact thing here, man. Everything from the flour to even like the tomatoes or the
Yeah,
onions,
yeah,
even
yeah.
these are different, right?
For sure, potatoes,
add up
everything.
To influence how it tastes.
For sure.
So you can't exactly match it.
And like,
Like that's the hardest thing. Like me
I
being
mean,
in food
Tiopani, like
industry.
in Toronto, our topography is so different.
Yeah.
So like, you know, like the potatoes are different.
Oh,
the
yeah.
like the greens that just grow here, like sag. Even though it's sag
Yeah.
in both places, the sag is so different.
It's different, and here, like in Canada, it's cold, right? So not many things. Like, you can't grow so many things here, so you have to bring it from like, let's say, Mexico or from the States.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And these, like, the companies change, things happen, weather or whatever, right? So whatever you order, you don't get it all the time.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden you get a whole new supply of tomatoes, let's say, and then that just changes up your whole sauce.
For sure.
Like,
And
things
it's
like
like,
that influence consistency. For
like you go to like Chitwan, right? Local kukra.
restaurants.
That's all they
Local
care
kukra.
about. That's all they care about, right? And so like you go there and like that's my first time somebody gave me like fried chicken heads and fried chicken feet. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
shit, for real? How
Because
how was it?
we're in Gaon. I didn't eat it. But like for me, like being in like Chitwan where it's like 40 degrees, the sun is beaming. I've never experienced heat like that before.
Is it humid? How is it?
No,
Like,
it's
is
dry.
it
It's
heat?
dry. It's super dry.
Never been, but
It's super dry. And then
never been.
if you go to like Soda, it's like a little bit different, like where all the like elephants and rhinos are
Yeah.
and stuff. But if you're in Chitwan, like the village, like
Yeah.
the strip, man, that sun is just on your neck. Like
Jeez,
it's
eh?
very different. It was like when I went there, it was like 40 degrees, bro.
Like,
like-
yeah,
but it was-
I can go there then, bro.
But 40
I'm not
degrees
good with heat.
here is so different than 40 degrees there. I can't
Bro,
lie to you.
here
The
it's crazy
humidity
too,
is
bro.
stupid here.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I think lately, I don't think I've experienced any, like, we haven't experienced this heat warning, right?
Nah.
But I think 2017, 18, 19.
Oh,
around
bro,
there,
those
there was
summers,
one summer
yeah.
where we got so many heat warnings,
Yeah.
bro. It was
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
But even then, like that heat is so different because like in Chitwan when you're there, or when I went to Lumbini and Buto, bro, that heat was crazy, bro. Like it's like you're in a swamp, bro.
Oh,
Like,
for real?
yeah. Especially in like Lumbini when you're like doing the Buddha tours of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the stupas. Yo, it's I went on like a rainy-ish day.
Yeah.
Yo, it was so humid, bro.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I can't do heat, bro. I'm good with winter, but heat, I can't, bro. 20 to 30. I've been to Delhi. That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh, damn. But
Yeah,
Delhi's like dry heat,
Yeah.
crazy, bro. I couldn't leave the
Yeah,
room,
Chitwan
bro.
is the same. Yeah.
Yeah?
But then, like, I also got to go to Mustang and I got to experience like altitude for the first time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
how's
So,
that?
yo, life changing, bro. What?
Like, changing. I
What?
couldn't breathe, man.
Yo, I was in Marfa. You know, we drank Marfak. We were like just chilling there. I had the best tukpa I've ever had in my
Yeah.
life in that village.
Wait, what's what?
Marfa?
Apple juice, you know?
Apple juice?
Marfak is like their alcohol.
Ah.
Yeah.
So is it like apple
It's
fermented
apple brandy. That's what
Apple
they
brandy?
call. That's what they call it. Apple brandy, but it's called Marfak.
Marfak?
Yeah, and then
Marfa.
Marfak.
Marfa is the place, and then add a K to the end. That's the name of the alcohol.
Marfak.
Yeah. It's like the apple
Shit,
orchid.
This motherfucker got me. Fucked.
And then, yeah.
brandy, yeah?
And then
Shit, I have
I
to
went to
try that.
Marfa, and then I went to Jomsom as well. So
Jomsom, I've been
like to experience Jomsom Kohawa is like crazy. Like right around noon, bro, it becomes like a tornado town, bro. It's crazy.
Did your parents did your parents not give you any recommendations where to go?
I didn't ask them. I didn't ask them for real. Like
ChatGPT that?
nah, like
Oh, you just freestyled it.
yeah, a little bit of everything. You know what I
Do
mean?
you still have family back there, or like,
Yeah. So I had
so
family
you
members.
just actually like kosiri gumyani?
But
Random.
yeah, I know. Like I have cousins there. They're cool, and then like I'm also independent. Like after a week there, you kind of know how to move around and get to places. But we had everything very structured and like, okay, this week we're gonna do this. This week we're gonna do this. Like, okay, this is the week we're going to Mustang. This is the week we're going to Pokhara. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So everything was kind of like week by week, but within that week we were kind of freestyling. You know, so it's like, okay, we're gonna go to Pokhara these days. What we're gonna do there, we'll figure out when we get there.
Bro, even though you're Nepali, did you get ripped off there? Did you get that foreigner?
Worst thing about getting ripped off is you don't know you got ripped off. You know?
No, but there has to be certain times, you know. You're
in
like,
the club for sure. In the club for sure. Like
in the club?
Yeah, for sure. They be trying to like, cause they have like women whose job is to engage with you, so you buy alcohol, right?
You went to those.
No. Regular clubs, regular
That's literally
nightclubs.
every club though.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. The club hires women to flirt with people, and so they buy more drinks.
Oh shit! I've never experienced that, bro.
You don't experience it because you don't know. But there are interactions that you might have had. Maybe you didn't engage in that way, but it's
Maybe
very
I didn't
clear.
buy them drinks.
Well, like I work in nightlife, so I kind of like
You can tell.
see things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like very clear that this person is working for the house. Like, you know, so it's like they'll try and nudge you. They'll be like, "Oh, like you think I'm pretty? Buy me a drink." Like da. And they'll make you run it up. You know what I mean? They'll be like, "Oh, I have 4 friends. Like, can you buy them drinks?" Like, "Oh, you're Canadian. This is not expensive for you." Blah blah blah. And they're trying to run you up. And
you fell victim?
No. Me myself, I know how to move in those situations. You know what I mean? I'm not a stranger. I'm not a stranger, man.
What was the club experience like, Nepal Matim? Like,
yo, it's crazy, bro. Cause like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, you know, like I don't know. I'm going there not knowing if I'm gonna hear English song at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, like, I don't listen to Hindi music. Like, like I'm not really engaged with like Bollywood, all that stuff. So I don't know like the young Punjabi music that's popping, you know what I mean? And then you go to these clubs and like Kathmandu is a pretty, like I said, a metropolitan city. You get a lot of different sounds from around the world. I heard a lot of like sounds I was familiar with, whatever. But as soon as you leave that, you're now in like top 40 county, you know what I mean? So it was interesting because I think the DJs have a lot of potential out there. Yeah. It's just the taste of the culture doesn't match mine, you know, because like a lot of Nepali young urban culture is black culture absorbed through Korean culture. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of Nepali people see like K-pop on TikTok, whatever, and they're trying to make that while K-pop people are trying to make what the black Americans are making. You know what I mean? So it's like we're secondhand absorbing these cultures, you know? So
it's kind of hard to like grow into then like come backwards, you know?
Yeah, but as well, like one thing I definitely learned in Nepal is like black culture doesn't exist because like generally speaking black people don't exist there, right? So it's like it wouldn't make sense for that culture to be somewhere where nobody is that, you know what I mean? So it's like, again, it's like, okay, like now let's source how we're getting this culture, you know what I mean? Like real sociologically, like how are we getting this, you know? How did hip hop get to Nepal? And it's through Americans who were hippie travelers, and then through Koreans who absorbed it through Americans being in Korea, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so now that we have that in mind, we understand why Nepali music is the way that it is, because they're trying to emulate something that's emulating something else. But these are just my observations being there, and you guys are active
honestly,
too. Like,
it makes sense for me. Whatever you're saying, I never thought of it that way, but it actually makes sense because I've never gotten that far. I haven't gone that deep.
But in the 90s, it used to be like straight from
America.
Yeah.
Like the D12 days.
Yeah. Tupac, whoa. Yo,
G-Unit.
Tupac to this day
Right,
in
those
Nepal is bigger than probably any rapper, bro. Tupac and 50 Cent, bro.
Right.
Everywhere you go in the world, you'll hear 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Anywhere there's struggle, you'll hear 50 Cent.
Yeah.
You know that song, The Left Side is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those days, they were very influenced by
The Tu De Na song, that was just chingy, like right there, you know what I mean?
Pan days, matching track pans kind of.
later on 2000s, then Korean influence.
Yeah.
After that, like, no, you were right when you were saying secondhand.
Yeah. So that's something I definitely learned out there, you know what I mean? Even how the men present themselves, they present themselves very to Korean beauty standards.
Really?
What the women believe in, they believe in Korean beauty standards.
Oh, damn.
When I was with my little cousins, whatever, they love going to like the Korean beauty store. They love the K-dramas, all that stuff. Like the propaganda that we consume comes from the Korean entertainment. And so We just follow the pipeline of what the trend is over there. You know what I mean? And that's what I observed there. And you know, if people feel differently, that's their experience. I've only been to Nepal once, but based on my experience, that's 100%. You could see it. Yeah. And you can see it, bro. Like the beauty standards, how men dress, the things that they value, you know what I mean? Even like Koreans in their culture, and you know, if you're Korean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like there's very specific gender norms in how women carry themselves, how men carry themselves, just as in Nepal, right? Like that's normal in almost every culture, right? And you can kind of see how it's being influenced to kind of reflect more the Korean normativity because they're digesting so much Korean media. And again, these are just my observations from going there. You know what I mean?
All right, let's talk a little bit about DJing.
Yeah, let's do it.
I had a quick question.
Yeah.
यति कुरा गर्यो डीजेमा पैसा चाहिँ कस्तो
Shit, straight up, पैसा बनाउँछ?
राम्रो DJ हो के होइन?
Oh.
That's the first question. Like, are you nice? Because if you're not nice, then it doesn't matter. Like, you're not going to get paid. But
I feel like just like what you said, you know, you have to be social. You have to be able to sell yourself. That's what matters too, bro.
100%.
You know why? You know why I say that? Sorry, eh? You know why I say that? Because, bro, me, I'm using myself as an example.
Sure, yeah.
Bro, I sold myself. I was able to get gigs, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I know I'm not good, bro. I mean, I'm decent.
Yeah,
I did music, like, transitions are there, here and there.
Yeah.
Like, if I play, you'll be like, oh, that's the level you're at. You know, you're just starting off, you know? Virtual DJ days.
But we're all like that at one point, you know what I mean?
Exactly. I feel like DJs, like, if you're good and you're able to sell yourself, you'll make more. If you're just a good DJ, but you're not able to sell yourself, you're not going to make as much.
And I think as well, like...
kind of like that. At the end, it's sales for yourself. That's how I feel. But
and it also, like, matters what your values are. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to be a local club DJ? Because I've done that. Like, I've been in that phase. Do you want to be an international DJ? I've done that. You know, do you want to be a tour DJ? I've done that. So this is like, you got to try different things and figure out what works for you so you can make this a sustainable career. Because, like, if it's not sustainable, then you're going to burn out and you're going to end up hating it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I want is to hate the thing that allowed me to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how ignorant of me, you know? Like, how silly of me to turn around and slap the hand that opened so many doors for me, you know? So I've always kept it with myself that, like, as long as I'm having fun, as long as I still love the craft, I'm going to continue pursuing it. But if I don't love it, I have to walk away because I don't want to be spiteful to the art, you know?
So standard DJ, you would say, could survive the city?
Nah.
Like living here?
Nah, hell no.
It's really, like, there's a lot of people who DJ. Like you said.
There's a lot of DJs, like, not a lot of venues. And also, it's like, what kind of DJs are allowed access to these venues? Right? Like, there's a lot of back-end stuff and stuff like that really plays a factor into who you even see DJing in the city. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, nightlife in Toronto went downhill, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro,
but like Toronto itself is going through like the craziest recession ever.
Yeah,
like it's a tough city, bro. It's a tough city. If you can make it from Toronto, bro, you're good anywhere. Like anywhere. Toronto teaches you everything that you need to know.
There's a example. You know Milda, right?
Yeah.
He's literally on tour right now.
Yeah.
He's from, like, I've seen his story. He used to do Uber Eats.
He's from Prague.
Whatever it is. He used to do Uber Eats, whatnot, and now, like, he's touring everywhere. Every week he's in a new city.
Yeah.
So he's like a good example.
For sure. And Milda, same thing. Like, he's Viet, but he's from Prague. And so he came here and he's just like, yo, this is what I want to achieve. And you have to be a little delusional about it. Like, I think if you're not delusional, then people aren't going to believe in you. You know what I mean? Like, people will only take you half as serious as you take yourself.
Yeah.
So you have to be so delusional that even their half is exactly where you want to be. You know what I mean? And so Milda was one of those guys that kind of did that. And really, Rennie, he's another guy. Like, there's a lot of names in Toronto that are really doing their thing. But is it sustainable as a week-to-week, everyday thing?
Yeah.
Not anymore. I'm sure it was at one point, but currently I don't think that that's the common DJ experience. Yeah. And I'm trying to speak for the median, like right in the middle. Like, you know, like, of course, there's people who are going to be fine. People who are going to do their thing. People who really struggle, whatever. But if you look right in the middle, I don't think that it's at a place where it's just something that you could do.
Like, even top DJs in Toronto, I don't think you'll get booked every single day, every single week here in Toronto.
I don't think they want to do that, bro. like most of the,
like you said, there's not many venues here, bro.
Most of the really good DJs in Toronto that I know want to get out there and really explore.
Go to States mostly?
Nah, some people want to see the world, man. The world is so big, bro. Like, especially with the music that we play, the people that we are, the world is humongous, fam. Like, why limit yourself to just one country?
That's
Although
true.
America is huge, there's a lot of money to be made there, and I have great friends there. I enjoy going there. Politics aside, like, I enjoy the people that I know in America, but it's like, yo, like, I went to Colombia, I went to Morocco, I went to England, I went to Netherlands. You know what I mean? Like, the world is huge, fam. Like, why am I limiting myself to these things, especially when you're young? Like, relatively speaking, I'm still kind of young, you know what I mean? So, like, I still got a lot of time to see a lot of things, you know? And so I think it's important to take advantage of that and really take advantage of that. That's how I'm going to leave that.
So, honestly, what I would like to ask is, like, for people who don't really know about DJ, right? What do you think DJ is about for them? Like, as in, like, a regular person just comes, sees you perform. What do you think is in their head? Like,
personally, like, I think the best DJ is the DJ that's unnoticed. Like, if you could go your whole night and nobody comes up to you, says, yo, play this or play that or whatever, successful night. You know what I mean? Like, if I could just be in the background, nobody needs to worry about me, nobody needs to check up on me. Bartender maybe comes through once or twice, make sure I'm good, but other than that, they just let me do my thing. I know I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, you know? So I think the standard is just what you set for yourself, but mostly on those nights, I know I did a good job, you know?
Now, that makes sense. That means that you're reading the room. You're looking at people, like, what songs they're vibing. Okay, you throw one out there. Are they feeling it or not? Are they singing along with it?
Is this the direction we're going to go? Okay,
exactly.
no.
Like, you look
like
at
it's
the
a conversation
majority.
with the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, okay, do you guys want to go here? You guys want to go here? Nah,
and
you didn't want to go here.
Do you want to already start dancing? Do you want to sing a little bit? Do you
exactly.
want to take
how
a
drunk are
minute?
you? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like how drunk are you? How many baddies are in the club right now? You like, you know, these are things that you have to register.
Honestly, reading the room has to be the number one requirement for every DJ, man. 100%. You have to be able to read the room, man.
You have to be vibe literate, bro. There's a lot of vibe illiterate DJs, bro, that be ruining the vibe, bro.
You can't be like the arrogant one who's like, just, I'm here, I'm gonna play this set, that's it. I don't care about anyone else. This is my set. I made this.
Do you think it only is allowed, like, I mean, if you're like a top DJ?
Yeah, but it was
Summit or whatever.
It was cool, bro, because like when I was in Kathmandu, I was there during Halloween, so I went there right after the Andalun, right? So I landed like a week after, which is crazy because there was no police, bro. Like when I landed, there was no police. But yeah, I ended up DJing on Halloween in Kathmandu.
Which
and
club?
It was at some mall. It was in Kathmandu.
City Center?
No.
Lubin Mall?
Lubin Mall, yeah.
Oh,
Lubin Mall, yeah.
I
Lubin Mall.
I only know
there's,
3 malls.
it's one of them. You nailed it. Yeah, it was at Lubin Mall. There was like this like back room bar, and this collective was just throwing like a party and stuff, and so they posted like something on Instagram like, oh, if you're a Nepali artist and you want to be featured at our events, hit us up, blah blah blah. So I hit them up. I was like, hey, I'm here from Toronto. I'm a DJ. I'm actually good at what I do. Like, promise me, believe me. I'll shake your hand, become a real person. But like, yo, trust me. Like, I know what I'm doing. And of course, I'm a stranger, so it took some time for them to answer. And then when they finally did, they're like, yo, like, if you want, we could provide you an opening slot for this night. If you want to come open the show, hell yeah, let's do it. So boom, I went there and. It was cool, bro. Like, that party was really fun. That was probably my favorite party. One of my favorite parties I've ever been to. Like, that was a really, really sick party. And then, like, the first week that I landed there, I was just, like, drunk in Tamil with my cousins. And then we went to Bar Karma. And then my friend... People just knew people. You know how Kathmandu is, bro. Everyone just kind of knows everyone.
I know this. I know that. I know the owner. I know.
So then literally the bar person comes up to me. He's like, yo, I heard you're a DJ. I was like, yeah. He's like, yo, you have your USB plug in right now.
Did you actually have it?
Hell yeah, I have it.
Damn,
I have it right now, bro.
That's a go-to for a DJ.
I don't never leave. That USB has been with me everywhere I've been in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's been everywhere. And so he's like, yo, you have a USB? You want to plug into this thing? I look. I'm just trying to see what the equipment is. Yeah. Boom, I see CDJs. I was like, easy. Boom. Plugged in. This is my first week being in Kathmandu. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm home. I'm home. Let the streets know. Yeah. The prodigal son has returned, bro.
Next time you're in Nepal, let me know. Yeah. I got friends who do like Playground Series Sunny, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They do Nepal Maga.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's
I think
like
I saw that.
Sunflowers.
Yeah, yeah. So Sunflower Social is the party that I ended up DJing on Halloween.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, so that was sick.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the most fun nights that I had, and it was Halloween, bro. I didn't even know Halloween happened in Nepal, bro. I thought,
Yo, everything happens in Nepal.
yeah. Well, I learned. I learned. Imagine, bro. It's like, like I wonder if people are gonna be in costumes, blah blah. Now I'm seeing a Nepali Dracula dance to this music. You feel me? Like, it's crazy, man.
तिमीले यहाँ पनि गरेको थियौ नि I saw you streaming like or whatever like B2B गर्दा थियो नि.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what was that thing about? Like are you still going on it with?
Oh, the program.
Yeah, the B2B or गर्दा थियो. I saw like few videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Home and away. Yeah, yeah. So I have this online platform for DJs and artists, and so in the next little bit there will be a lot more videos on that page coming up. We have stuff tucked in the back. You feel me? So I'm excited for that. Yeah, yeah. But for sure, more videos to come.
So going back to the question, पैसा चाहिँ कस्तो रहेछ यहाँ tournament?
Why are you so concerned about
Because
that?
I'm curious like.
Because like if you're starting with that question, you're not in it for the same thing I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like I could never answer that question for you, because how I get to that money will never be the same as how you do. No disrespect. I'm not trying to like say you personally, you know what I mean? But somebody who has the money mentality, you'll never get to that bread the same way somebody who expresses themselves for the love of the game will. You know what I mean? So even if I tell you the money's good, the money's bad, whatever, that's not going to change why I do it. And if it changes why you do it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So how do you get
like
the gigs
that.
though here?
Again, bro, get out there, shake hands, bro. Like that's what it comes down to. Like this
you have
is
to be able to socialize.
you have to
put
be a
your name out
person,
there,
man.
bro.
You have to be a person. Like
Yeah.
we live in a digital era. The value of human connection is so low. It's at the lowest it's ever been in society's history,
Yeah.
bro. The idea of connecting with people. This is the lowest it's ever been, fam.
Yeah.
And so you gotta break that. You gotta connect. You gotta let people know, like, and especially like Nepali people, bro. It's in us. We are so community oriented. That's in everywhere that you go. I felt so safe in Kathmandu, bro. Everywhere that I went, I felt so safe. And I'm not saying that everywhere is safe for everyone. You know, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Because there were places that, if you don't know how to move around, it can get a little techie, right? But it's like, yo, like, you gotta really find the people who love this thing, bro. And then when you do that, it'll translate to whatever you want it to be. So if you want to make a lot of bread off of it, your love will get you there, fam. If you don't want to make a lot of bread off of it, your hate will get you there, fam. Like it really comes down to what you put into it, because like, just as performing arts is interactive, so is how you move through the community as an artist. You know what I mean? So you really got to go out there and make friends. And like, I think what's really cool is this wave of Nepali DJs that are coming up now will have the opportunity to have a Nepali audience in Nepali venues or Tibetan venues. You know what I mean? Like, I think like being downtown and like being on Queen Street and seeing like, again, shout out all my Tenzins. Seeing all my Tenzins, you know what I mean? My YTs, my young Tenzins, you feel me? Yeah, seeing all them on the road. Like we have a real opportunity to create something that never has existed. So do it for that. You know what I mean? Like, do it for that. That will get you much further than worrying about any dollar. But that's just my perspective.
No, that's true. I agree with that.
That's just how I would.
That applies to anything you do in life, man. Don't follow the
100%.
money. Like,
money's important, bro. And don't let nobody screw you.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody low bro you. None of that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you have to make your dollar. Like, I'll never say don't get your bag. You know what I mean?
That's
That's not the message of this at all. You know what I mean? But I think it's really important that like you do it for the right reasons. Oh, sorry. What I was saying earlier is like Nepali people, we are so community oriented, bro. So it's like we have social skills embedded in us that we don't even know, fam. Like, you don't know until you go out there and you're like, everyone is friendly. Everyone you could talk to. Then you come here, and anytime that somebody says they know a Nepali person, they'll always be like, yo, that person's so cool. Like, they know how to talk. Like, you know, they're good vibes or whatever. It's because, like, all that we do in our core community, before modernization, before all this, who we are genetically encoded is a community-based culture.
yeah.
And a community sing and dance culture, bro. That's how we preserve ourselves. You know what I mean? These songs that we sing, these folk songs, is the same ones our grandfathers were singing, you know? So it's like we have this connection to community, and so that will help you move around. You know, it's creating spaces for people like us to even have this conversation. And the only thing that really unites us is that we're Nepali, right? Like, outside of that, I didn't know you guys for real. And if I wasn't Nepali, I don't know if I would have ever known you guys.
That's true.
So it's like we have to use those connections because I've always existed in a Toronto that didn't have that. And now I'm seeing the potential for that to exist. So I'm going all in, bro. Everybody link up, bro. We could actually do this for real.
Honestly, there's potential here, but the only thing is now, real quick, do you want a beer?
Yeah, I'll take a beer.
Sir.
Thank you.
The only thing I was going to say is visas are getting canceled now, right? For Nepalese to come to Canada. Not just Canada, like US, Australia, UK, all that. So it's going to limit the amount of people coming in.
For sure.
Because during the pandemic is when they were just like,
Whoever,
pop,
everyone,
pop, pop,
everyone,
pop,
yeah.
right? But now people from Bhutan, Nepal, India, they're all getting canceled.
Yeah.
In states, they're getting deported too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Even people with like green card and visas and stuff like that.
Fraud.
Right?
They're running WAPs out there, like.
So I think like that's gonna be tough, right? Like I don't think our community is gonna grow as fast.
But here's the thing,
like what we saw recently.
I understand why you say that, but I also provide the counterpoint of like now we've met everyone.
Yeah.
Now we know who everyone is. We've shook the hands. You feel me? Keep coming back to that, but we shook the hands. You know. So it's like now that if you go back to KTM, you go back to Austin, you go back to Sydney, Melbourne, whatever. Yeah. Now we actually know each other, so I can trust that you're building something in your community the same way I'm building something in my community, and now we could all really bounce around. Like that's how all the other diasporas do it. You know what I mean? It's like, people in Toronto are from ex-diaspora are doing their thing. Yeah. Oh, the people in Houston from the same diaspora, we're also doing that thing. Yeah. Now let's link up. Now people from Houston can go to Toronto, people from Toronto go to Houston, right? So it's like, why don't we do that? Because there's enough of us spread apart because of migration and how Nepal's migration patterns are. Yeah. We're scattered across the world, bro. Exactly. And so like
scattered everywhere, bro. And
people are interested in young culture, right? So it's like, who's not to think that there's not somebody in Melbourne right now, 4 Nepali people having the same exact conversation about Melbourne. Yeah. Or about, even though I don't support that place, Qatar. You know what I mean? Like Qatar.
Qatar?
Yeah. Oh. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's like, you go to all these places and it's like, there's young Nepali people who are creating community there. So like, why couldn't I access that? You know what I mean? Like if I go to Kyoto, if I go to Seoul, if I go to Bangkok, you know, like there's Nepali people everywhere, fam. So it's like, why can't I just touch down and have access to my people without jumping through all these loopholes? You know what I mean? And I think like that's the next step for young Nepali creatives, in my opinion, again. Yeah. Like as someone observing.
That makes sense, man. You observe a lot.
Yeah. And so like I think it's cool like being there for Dose Tiar and you know like everyone's coming back. And then, like, the funniest thing is, like, you'll be talking to a guy, whatever, you'll be, like, mad chill, you're drinking, whatever. And I'll be like, oh, what are you saying during the week? Like, you know, I'm trying to go out, whatever. He's like, oh, no, I'm a Gamanzanla. It's like, oh, yeah, it's Dase. Like, you know, people are going back to their villages, you know. But, like, you go there and you meet, again, people from all over the world doing whatever you attract to yourself, you know what I mean? Like, if I went out there as a soccer player, I'm sure I would have met mad different Nepali soccer players, you know what I mean? That's true. So you just put yourself out there and it makes it connects. Did you get
to meet any DJs? DJ Norton?
I met a couple. I could not tell you their names unless I see their IG pages. You know what I mean? But there was a couple DJs that moved me, and I was like, oh, like you would be good anywhere.
Which clubs?
When I went to the Sunflower Social, their DJ, their in-house DJ is really good. Sir? Could be. I was so lit that night. A lot of these nights I was lit, but yeah, they were really good. I heard a couple of DJs that I don't even know the name of. They were just at the clubs. I hate the EDM DJs, but that's because I don't really like EDM music, so that's not really my scene. But there's a lot of Afro beats in Nepal. Nepal really likes Afro beats.
It's coming up now. Afro beats is coming up.
Really like Afro beats.
Yeah, I mean that's what young people like, right?
It matches the weather.
Yeah.
Like that's weather friendly music in Kathmandu and Pokhara and stuff like that. Like the New York sound does not translate there. Like it doesn't get cold like that for real. Like, but even the
you don't need to be that tough too, man.
Yeah, and then like, I experienced so many things for the first time in Nepal, bro. I freaking rode an elephant. You know what I mean? I got to. I've ever done that. I got to see rhinos. I got to see crocodiles.
They just walk around everywhere.
They're just chilling, bro. But it's like, that's an ancient beast, bro. That's a dinosaur. Yeah. And so like that was pretty cool, you know, going canoeing in Pokhara. Nah. Nah, the elephant took me on the river though.
You get to watch any tigers?
Nah.
They didn't show up.
Nah, tigers are hard to find now apparently. But like we were also there for limited time. If we were there for longer, I would have gone deeper in the jungle. But jungle was cool. I seen mad crocodiles. Like that was pretty sick. You know, deer and stuff like that. Yo, there's so many bugs there, fam. Oh my gosh. No, the worst place is Bhutto. Bhutto, that is the. Oh my gosh, bro. It's just bug mania there.
That's crazy.
And that's when that's really how I know I'm from the city, bro. I'm from concrete, man. like I was over there like, what's going on over here? But the streets there are nice. In Lumbini and Bhutto, you said you've never been there, but it's hella nice over there, bro. It's mad paved.
I don't know, bro. I heard about bugs. I don't think I'm going there.
Bugs are crazy.
The bugs and the heat. Jeez, I don't think I'm going, bro.
Nah, it's a good vibe, bro. You gotta go see Lumbini. You gotta go see. I went to the stone that Gautam Buddha was born at. You feel me? Like stuff like that. Like, how do I explain that to people who are not Nepali? Like, yo, this whole trend of like yoga and all that stuff stem from that block of stone, bro. Like,
Buddha was born in Nepal.
of course, bro. Yo, the stickers are everywhere, fam. Everywhere you go. Buddha was born in Nepal. Yeah, yo, the trucks are cool, fam. Seeing all the different colors and like all the different designs. Yo, like, where is it? In Pokhara, the cave. There's like a cave that you can go to. Yeah. And then
from Pokhara.
Oh, where? So like in the cave, there's a mandir in the cave. And so like when we were leaving the mandir, they're like doing puja there, and it's like, yo, like I'm in a cave. And they're praying. Like, you know, like that is such like an ancient practice that to me as like a Westerner, like what? Like what am I doing in a cave? And now there's like lighting a fire, praying to Shiva. Like that's crazy. Like
you go to a bat cave. There's a bat cave. Bat cave once,
I don't think I went to the bat cave. I don't know if I went to the bat cave.
For next time.
Yeah. There's so much stuff that I want to do, bro. Like going there really showed me how much more there is that I want to do. Like I want to go to like, because everywhere I went, if you look at a map, it's pretty central. Like from Kathmandu to Mustang to Chitwan to Lumbini, like all those places are pretty central. I want to go to the extremes, you know what I mean? Janakpur, like that's where my dad's family's from. And so I want to go over there. I want to go to like Bhutan and like tap in with the Bhutanese people, see what's going on over there, you know? Because they all speak our language, bro. Like
the ones from the western part of Bhutan, they understand Nepali.
The ones from Bhutan in the west speak Nepali. I understand better than like some of like the Gao people in Nepal. Like, cause I don't know if you know this, but in Scarborough, there's a lot of Bhutanese refugees. Yeah. And so they settled there like a long time ago. So I would always be like walking through stores and I'd hear Nepali, and then I'd see somebody and I'd be like, oh, like you don't look like me, but you are me.
You ain't brown.
Yeah, like I hear my people. I don't see my people. You know what I mean? And so that was the first time where I was like, oh, Bhutanese people speak Nepali. And then I go on Google. I'm like, oh, because they are Nepali. And so like you really go into that and you're like, oh, like the language they speak is so familiar to me. And then when I was in like Mustang and like Jomsom and all that stuff, like hearing like the different accents from the places that people are from, I'm like, whoa, like real. I guess it would be like Hik Nepali, right? Like Gaonko Nepali is like
up north. They speak like different languages.
It's
right?
like
They
a country
speak, like,
accent.
Sherpa. They speak Tamang. It's like no, up north.
Yeah,
Mustangi people.
Yeah.
What language do they speak?
They speak
Mustangi.
Yeah.
There's Takali.
Yeah, there's a lot of Takali.
Marfa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was in like the Takali place. So like
The Takali place.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And they look more, for lack of better terms, like mountainous. You know what I mean? Like yeah. Exactly.
Like
exactly. Exactly. Like for like nobody thinks that I'm Nepali. You know what I mean? Like ever in my life, nobody's
What are they mistaking you for?
One thing about me is I'm blessed that I'm racially ambiguous enough to belong to whatever city's ethnic group is. Like for example, like in Toronto, I'm Filipino, obviously, right? But then I went to LA and I became Mexican. You know what I mean? I went to New York.
That was me the same time.
Yeah.
Muhammad in New York. You became Muhammad.
Yeah. I'm all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I went to Morocco. They're thinking that I'm a Z. You know what I mean? So it's like I have that blessed facial thing where I can kind of fit in. You know what I mean? I have like the red beard that grows in, so like a lot of like Islamic people are like, "Oh, are you one of us?" You know what I mean? So it lets me maneuver where I need to be, you know. But in Toronto, it's definitely Filipino. Like my whole life, it's always been Filipino. But I'm very proud of where I come from. Like I think that going to Nepal, I was always proud of being Nepali. Like that's in my blood for sure. But that was never in my brain. And so now when I went there, I got to put that thought in my brain, you know, seeing the flag everywhere. After the Andalon, like the city is so passionate. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that unfortunately my parents lost in immigration. And it's not their fault. It's just the cost of assimilating to a new society, especially at that time when there's no internet access, where, you know, Nepal is a very poor country, you know what I mean, in terms of GDP. You know, we're very rich in other ways. But when you make that transition to across the continent, across cultures, they don't respect your religion. They don't know your language. They don't know where your country even exists from. There's a lot of things you have to sacrifice in order to make up for that. You know what I mean? And so I never felt so connected to certain things because of that. But like to be able to go there and ask questions unfiltered after the whole government got turned over, that's fire, bro. Like revolution doesn't happen in the Western world. We're too scared. Like that's just what it is. The elite have become too powerful. But in Nepal, they showed the world, like, yo, you have a chance to take this in your hands, bro. Like, it made me emotional at the time, bro, because, like, even though I'm so far removed, I'm planning for this trip, I'm gearing up, I'm like, okay, I'm about to go to Nepal, whatever. And then the news of the social media ban comes out. And this is, like, the week before I go. And I was like, oh, like, I went with my boy from Toronto, and I sent it to him. I was like, oh, like, we're really going off the grid, like, for sure. Like, yo, let's start buying VPNs and shit, right? And then the Anderlun happens, and then I get to go there and I get to ask questions. Be like, yo, do you agree with this? Why do you agree with this? What is the result of this? And I received unfiltered answers because people were still living it. The buildings were still burnt, fam. like the day I landed, there was still a bus burnt in the middle of the street. You know what I mean? And it just stayed there for like a month. When I was there was no police because they went into the police station, stole all the equipment and all that stuff. Like, it sounds like a movie, bro. And then you get there, and it's like, Kathmandu, there's a lot of, like, DUI checks. That's the one thing that I learned. I didn't expect that. Bro, for the first week, there's no police. So you see checkpoint. Thought a police is nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like, whoa, I've never been in a governmentless state. And I landed right after the government. Like, they went governmentless. You know what I mean? So I say that to say I got to ask a lot of questions. I got to learn a lot of things. The political history of Nepal, you know, like we have a deep, deep ancient history that goes beyond just what people see at face value, right? Like the kings of the valley, you know, the different cities that came together to form the valley, and even outside the valley. I just happen to come from the valley, so that's what I'm gonna talk about. But obviously, like the Tamang, the Sherpa, the Newars of Kathmandu, like they all have their own stories, right? So it's like, I get to ask. I get to be like, yo, I've always heard Newari. Why isn't that Nepali? Like you guys are the original people of the valley, but you don't speak the language that everyone else speaks in the valley. Why is that? And I don't think my parents could have answered that question because I don't think that they cared when they were younger before they left to know the answers to that question. Or maybe it was taught in school or whatever, right? But someone could explain it to me in a firsthand experience where I could unfilteredly ask those questions. And I think like that was the powerful part of this trip of like really being able to be like, yo bhagwan lai kina puja garnu? Kag ko puja kina? You know, kukur ko puja kina? Like I don't know these things. I just know
Neither
that
do
I just know that these are things of my culture. But now I could go back and ask like, eti diya kina cha? Bati haru bati kina eti bati cha? Like, you know, you get to ask these questions because you've never experienced that. I've experienced Christmas. I could tell you everything about Christmas. I could tell you a lot of things about Eid, Ramadan, all that stuff. But like Dasetia, I couldn't tell you nothing, bro. Baitiga kina. Why is my cousin spinning oil around me? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't her back hurt? You know, she's like brushing it while she walks in circles. Like, I don't know why. I just knew that was a thing that we did at home to take pictures for Facebook. Right?
We celebrated.
Yeah, you know, because did it happen if it's not on Facebook? You know what I mean? And so like,
it happened.
Exactly. And then when I went there, a lot of my family, so we couldn't do a lot of dust and stuff. like I could do it, but a lot of people
what was happening?
like
Apply it too?
yeah, like
Someone
Juto, sorry.
Someone died.
Juto, yeah.
Oh, someone died?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Juto.
Juto?
Yeah.
Oh,
So because
you can't celebrate because somebody dies. Then you can't
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Tibetan, we can't celebrate Losar if something like that happens. Right?
Yeah.
Or something.
This thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so like and it's like how closer they are to you is the more you serious it is.
It's like you're mourning the person.
Yeah.
Throughout the year.
Exactly. So it's like कति मान्छेहरु like नुन खान पाउँदैन, मासु खान पाउँदैन, like what there's like certain fruits and vegetables you can't eat like
throughout 13 days.
Yeah. So त्यहाँ जाँदाखेरि यति मान्छे मरिरहेको थियो, but like that's life, right? Like whatever. Yo, going to see like the Bagmati where they burn bodies, bro. Like whoa, what an experience. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like going there, bro, and like seeing all that stuff. I'm like, we come from a really rich culture, so I think like what a perfect excuse to like go back and engage, you know, and then also learn about different cultures. Because again, like my family's from the valley.
So what,
That's
you're Newari?
No.
Like, what is that?
Chetri, technically.
Chetri?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But we're from the like my immediate family. They're all from Kathmandu, right?
Oh, okay.
So, like to leave the hills of the valley, bro, and like go see what like they're saying over there. You know, like what's the Chitwan folklore? You know what I mean? Like what's like, you know, there's an apple orchard in Marfa. What gods do they believe in to protect the apple orchid? You know, like what spirits do they believe in? You know, like it's cool because these are not questions I could have ever had answered unless I went to these places. Because people who usually leave where they're from carry less of the history of where they're from. Again, sacrifices made in immigration, nobody's fault. But to be able to go to ground zero and be like, yo, Bhagwan Kina, like, why is he riding that winged Garuda? You know what I mean? Like, what's up with that? This guy is smoking weed in every statue. What's going on?
Which god?
Shiva.
Okay. Which god smoking weed?
You know what I mean? He's like, he has a pipe in every picture. You know what I mean? Like, what's up with that? You know what I mean? And then you learn about the history of weed in Nepal. You learn about, you know, like how natural it is to the place. And like, it opens doors for a lot of questions that when I received the answers made a lot of sense in the context of my life.
I think next time you go to Nepal, weed's gonna be illegal. So
I hope so, because it was not good, bro.
No, you didn't like the natural stuff?
Nah, it was not good. Maybe I need a different plug. You know what I mean?
Maybe,
Something Paul and Mate Khani.
Isn't that like a brick?
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about herbs, like proper.
Yeah, like proper herbs. When we finally got it, it was decent, but everyone was just smoking.
It's not strong. Like, it's not like I don't like. Honestly, I don't smoke weed anymore.
Yeah.
But when I went back, it did do a little bit, but mostly just natural, bro.
Yeah, same.
Just natural, bro. I don't care, bro.
Same.
Just a little bit of natural stuff. That's it. Cause I don't smoke weed. Like I was overdoing it when I was here. Like
and the weed here is crazy. Like we are smoking AI generated weed here, bro.
Exactly, bro. Like this shit hits you.
They
crazy,
3D printed these nugs, bro. No cap.
Bro, I told myself, I'm like, I'm just wasting time and everything. Like I'm just like sitting around doing nothing. Like fuck man, I gotta get off this thing.
But they're like, honestly, just being and again, because it was my first time there, I didn't really feel the desire to be high. You know what I mean? Like there are moments where obviously I'm like, I wish I could ball a spliff right now. like that would be ideal. But to be honest, like there's a lot of experiences that I needed to be sober for. Like I needed to have a clear mind to really soak in and remember the things that I was experiencing. Because who knows when I won't go back to Nepal, bro? Like I would go back in a heartbeat, no question. But again, the world is so big. There's so many places I want to go. There's so many things I want to see. I don't have a connection to Nepal other than being Nepali and my family. So it's like, I'm not feeling like I'm missing out by not going there, even though I don't mind if I ended up back there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's just a whole world, man. The world is so big, bro.
So apart from like DJing and traveling and stuff like that, right? I think you do some youth work as well.
Yeah.
So why is that important for you, and where did that come from? Like
my parents, bro. Like if we want to bring it full circle, like my mom, she's the community person. She always cares about bringing people together and stuff like that. And so
that's nice, man.
I saw a lot of young DJs coming up doing their thing, and they didn't have anybody to guide them for real. I've always come from community arts. Like I'm a Toronto kid through and through. I'm from Scarborough. Like I was always in community arts programs. Like they really helped shape who I am and who I became. You know what I mean? So I really believe in community arts, and I really believe in allowing people safe spaces to explore new mediums, you know? And so I had the opportunity to do that. Applied for this grant, got it.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, I opened up like an application process. People applied. I picked 10 attendees, and then for 10 weeks we rocked. And then I didn't do it for a year, and then I did it again a year later. But I invited those same people back with a couple new faces to replace people who couldn't keep the commitment.
Okay.
And then we ran it again. And so it was just about like DJing in all aspects, you know, DJing conceptually, DJing as an artist, DJing as a business, DJing as a company, DJing as a socialite, like all these different aspects, you know what I mean, that are core to being an artist, period, but through the lens specifically of DJing.
So is this something you're actively doing right now? You're like
no
taking a break from it?
Yeah,
or?
I thoroughly believe that you got to experience things before you teach again. Like the first time I did it, I finally felt like I had something to teach. After I taught, I was like, oh, I have nothing to teach anymore. Like my thoughts are exhausted. Yeah. And then I took a year off. I did it again. And I was like, okay, like I actually feel like I could provide more knowledge. I'm deeper into the game. Like I always feel like you need to be somebody people want to learn from. So if you're not doing things that people want to learn from, like who are you to teach people, you know? So I have to go out there and prove to myself that, like, you know, like I'm valuable enough for people to learn from. So I did that for a year, you know, and I was happy with where I was at, ran it again. And now I'm back at that stage where like, all right, now we got to level up more. So now there's more knowledge I could bring back to the table, you know?
Well, I feel like you're already at that stage where you've learned so much, right? You can still, no matter where you are in life, I think you can still help out the beginners, you know? You can guide them. You're at that level at least, you know?
100%, bro.
Right? Despite of the fact that whatever you're going through, right? Wherever you feel like whether you reached or not, you have that skill to teach.
But I think like also when it comes to DJing in particular, when you boil it down, rewind it, bring it back to the basics. Yeah. Even though now it's very community, lovey-dovey, blah blah blah. This is competitive, bro. Oh yeah. Like yo, we're in the dungeon, fam. Like, I tell my people that I taught, like, yo, you guys are real Avengers, bro. Like, you guys are serious. Like, well, this is the dojo. Like, like I really believe in competition. Like, I think that's what drives me. There's always healthy competition. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be blood spill every time. You know what I mean? But I really believe in competition, and at its truest form, DJing in the journey that it's taken in this evolution still comes back to competitive roots. And so you got to have that drive. You got to want to be better than everybody else. Like, at the end of the day, I want to be better than everyone. Period. Like, as soon as we get behind those decks, I'm a monster, bro. Like I'm all with the fun, like da. But when it's time to go, I'm out of here. Like, don't talk to me like I'm not that person anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's. I always compare DJing to sports. I love sports. Yo, when you're on that pitch, when you're in between the lines, friendships are dead. Like, yo, you have to go in there thinking that you're better than everybody else. Facts. And that's really important. Like, that's really important in everything that you do, but in particular, something that has competitive roots. You know what I mean? Like, I would never expect like a hooper to go out there and be like, that guy's better than me today. You know what I mean? Like even if you believe that, you'll never say that. You know what I mean? You'll never ever say that. And so I will never ever say that I'm not here to be better than everyone, because I am. And I'll let the audience decide that, but I'm gonna do what I can in my power to be the best every single time. Will I be the best every single time? I'll let the people decide, but I gotta go out there and do what I do.
Keep on doing what you're doing, man.
That's what it comes down to, man.
Have your own mindset, have your own plans, have your goals. Just work towards it. Eventually, you get somewhere, man.
Yeah, and so like that's what I try and really push on to like the people that I'm trying to teach, because there is the love of the art and the la-di-da, the poetic, romantic waxing of why this saved my life and blah, 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 blah. But when you're in those lines, all that shit goes out the window, fam. You gotta get in there. You gotta do your thing, bro. Like, I don't care how, for the love of the game, metaphors, simile, like all that stuff you are. Like, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But when the game is on, the lights are on, the people have paid their money to go see you. Are you going to show up? And are you going to be better than everyone else who showed up that night? That's up for you to decide, man.
Berma's on Mamba mentality.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. Like, I really believe that. Like, and being from Scarborough really put that in my brain. Like, unfortunately, it really forces you to be competitive. But if you can own that power and make it something that works for you, bro, it's a superpower, man. It's like, all my DJ friends know I love them to death. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. Like,
So talking about DJ, like time to go. Like let's say you're performing, right? Do you have any rituals, like pre-game rituals?
Not that I say on camera. Nah, for me,
like,
man.
I gotta take a sip of this water and use
yeah.
my right hand. Any rituals like that?
Pre-workout.
Nah.
Put on my right socks first.
A Red Bull. I need a Red Bull for sure.
Yeah.
Or any energy drink. I'm not sponsored, so if you're out there, holla at me. You know, free agent in the market.
Red Bull.
Prime.
Yeah.
Prime.
If they cut the check, you know. But
Nepali is it keto? Sahi keto. You heard of keto?
nah.
Nepali drink.
Nah, I had this fake Red Bull with like a golden tiger on it.
I seen that.
In Nepal, I saw this a lot. The extreme.
Yeah.
I saw that a lot.
I didn't know how popular it is. But then Red Bull ma they wrap around arko can ma kya.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
It's like a Thai company or whatever.
So, I'm not really into energy drinks.
I
That's
wasn't until I started
crazy.
DJing because
Yeah.
that's part of my ritual now. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're up till like 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very nocturnal. So yeah, probably a Red Bull,
Yeah.
a spliff,
Split.
and if I'm driving there, then like I like to listen to podcasts on my way to like a gig
Yeah.
because like I don't need too much music in my brain. You know what I mean?
You already have too much, man. You already have too much.
There's some times where I'm like a new song comes out or I
Yeah.
remember a song that I love where I listen to it all the way to the club.
Yeah.
And I'm like, tonight I can't wait to play this song, obviously. But there are times where I'm just like listening to like a soccer podcast, whatever, just on my way home, like just chilling.
So Gary Neville ko sunsa kya? Gary Neville ko point.
Nah, not Gary Neville. No. I like SDS. I like a lot of independent sports journalism. That's my thing.
Quick question. So there's this controversy about DJs, right?
Yeah.
Could DJ or set ma jane bela do they make a preset or like practice? Like there's
freestyle.
There's like a
There's no right answer. Like if you
is it wrong to make a preset? I don't know.
Nah, hell no. Like you're asking, is it wrong to be prepared? Nah, like go in there prepared. But I think where a lot of DJs lose is when all you know is your set list. If you can't adapt, if you can't be fluid for the night, then you're cooked, brother. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's how I felt at the Nepali New Year's thing, bro. Like, real life. Like, I had X amount of Nepali songs.
Yeah.
If I burn through all of these, I'm cooked.
Exactly.
like, and that's what happened towards the end of the night. I ran out of songs, like, whatever. And I was trying to save it, play hits, whatever. And it generally worked. Like, people weren't
But
complaining too
around
much.
that time, it was fine because it was already too late.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, people were
Like,
leaving.
A little bit like 1:30.
Yeah.
So you were fine then.
Yeah.
'Cause people
1:30
already
on like a
buzzed,
Monday.
right?
Like, people
Exactly.
are leaving. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like, that's how I felt. Like, I was like, yo, okay, I have 15 Nepali songs, I should say.
Yeah.
Let's see how long I could make this 15 songs last,
You have your USB, right? I'll give you some songs right
Okay,
now.
yeah, I do have it. I will pass it to you. But
I'll give you
but
some
yeah,
songs
bro,
right
like, and so like that's a time where I had to stick to my set list. And did it work while I was in the set list? Yes. But as soon as that ended, flopped. I won't say flop, but like I felt the energy in the room shift, towards the music. But then like when you have a routine and you're regularly in these clubs, you know what song is the right time, what's the vibe. Like these things become like a sixth sense, like I have to compare it to sports. Like, like I'm sure like a center midfielder, like they don't really think about the things. You just see it, you observe it, you adapt, you keep going. Because in practice, you practice these drills. You practice this formation, this shape. I've done it enough times to know that you could put me on any pitch, I will do my job. You know what I mean? And so that's what it is. You can come in with a very rigid set list, and it could not work. And then what?
Yeah.
And then what? Like,
exactly.
Like now you're sweating, your back is against the wall, you're pretending to be on your phone, you don't want to look up, you're worried, like, and it comes out in your performance. Your body gets smaller, like, and people see that. Like, people really see that. People know when you're comfortable behind the decks, you know what I mean? And so you have to do what makes it for you. Like, I have dump folders. Like, I know, okay, I want this sound, this genre. It's all going in that folder, and then I'll just move around through there. You know what I mean? But everybody has their own swag to it.
What's the worst, like, the shittiest moment you've, like, when you were performing, fuck, I messed up, or,
I don't even think it was, like, messing up, because, like, very respectfully, I don't really mess up.
Jeez.
But, I spilled a drink on my laptop. That was the worst. Yeah, that was definitely the worst. Yeah, I super
worst,
fried. I fried that laptop.
Oh,
So
it was
bad.
done.
Yeah, it's cooked.
Like,
It's
you
cooked.
had to, like,
yeah.
that's it, no
I had to buy a new laptop right after.
God damn, bro.
It was fried. It was an old laptop too, but yeah, it was fried. Luckily, back up your stuff. If you stayed long enough in this video to hear my voice say this, back your files up right now. You feel me? That's very important.
Yeah.
Make sure you're doing that regularly.
Has it ever happened to you, like, Timmy set Mate and then, like, something turned off?
All the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you want to hear a funny story, bro? In Kathmandu, we're out. It's me, my boy Simba, and a couple other people that we met. We're walking around, whatever. I've never experienced this, bro. And I knew it was like a regular thing. We're chilling in the club. Everyone's drinking, whatever, having a good time. Boti kaja. And now it's pitch black in the club. But it felt like the security guards have lived this so many times. So now they're like pointing like lasers at the disco ball, trying to make it light up. Like they're trying everything to make the club happen. So it's like, I can imagine like as a DJ that must suck. But in Nepal, they're so used to like power outages and stuff. But like for me, sometimes you're drunk, you press the wrong button, you know what I mean? But like part of it
happens.
is also reputation. You feel me? Like if you build a rep enough where people trust you, they kind of are a little bit more lenient to the things that you could try, both good and bad. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you're gonna put up a stinker, brother, but everything is transition to transition. You know what I mean? You gotta just forget about what happened in the last transition and just move on. Cause like when you start to look worried and nervous and anxious, it comes out in the art.
Bro, I have this one funny story, man. This one time when I was performing for a wedding, this is like when I'm just getting started into DJ. You know, my name's out there. Like Tashi knows how to DJ a little bit and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I took this wedding gig, right? Bro, I was using Virtual Pro. Like that's how bad it is.
I hate weddings, bro.
Bro, so I was doing Virtual Pro, right? And this is the free version. Bro, mid set, Virtual
Trial
Pro is
expired.
like, yo, extra expired. And I can't change the song. Then I'm like, yo, fuck, man, I'm panicking. I'm like, what do I do? So I quickly took out my credit card. I paid for it. Yeah. And then I have to close the app itself. To reboot it, right? Exactly, refresh it. Then I'm like, okay, I gotta transition it with going on YouTube. So I had to go on YouTube.
Mute it, let the ad play.
Then slowly play.
Skip
So
ad.
I'm doing two things, I'm putting volume down. Bro, no one noticed, bro. Meanwhile, I'm sweating, bro. I'm like, yo.
And again, to bring
glad
it
I
back
was
to what I
able to
talked
pull
about
it off.
earlier, the best thing is when you're not noticed. You know what I mean?
I'm
You
like,
were
yo,
panicking.
Did he notice?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. But that song, like, I had to play that song entirely, like, for the full 3 minutes.
Sometimes you gotta.
I'm like, yo, that song, no chance. I have to play that song for 3 minutes.
Bro,
'cause
there's
I
so
need
many
3 minutes
times
to,
where
like,
I
take
like
out my
hotspot
plug.
myself. I'm like updating drivers. You feel
Bro,
me?
that happened once. Bro,
It
but
happens
I
all the
realized,
time,
like,
bro. Like I always carry like 2 or 3 USBs with me, but like
Yeah.
you plug in, boom, corrupt USB, boom, corrupt track, and you're like, what do I do? You know?
yeah, but honestly, from my experience, DJing is not easy, man. It's not what, like, before I thought DJ, like, it's just like Spotify, YouTube, you know, just play one track and then make sure you select a good. There's more to it than just that.
For sure.
You know, there's everything. You have to be able to read the room. You're leading the people, right?
100%.
The whole vibe is in your hands, man. So.
And when it comes to like the technical creation of art,
Yeah.
DJing is so young.
Yeah.
It's so young. You're like DJing as we know it began in the 80s, 70s, 80s. You know what I mean? So it's like we're only 40, 50 years into this craft.
Yeah.
So like who even knows where it'll go in 20, 30 years? You know what I mean? Like will I be able to just plug in my finger as a USB into the CDJ and like become like a robot and just like let it take over my body? You know what I mean?
Now talk about robot, man. AI is taking over with fucking music too.
AI
right?
could never do what I do.
It
could never do what I do.
Unless you install Berma.
AI
Berma
could
drive into the
never
AI.
do what I do, man.
No, but they're coming out with music. Have you seen those?
No.
No.
Do you play AI music?
Hell no.
No.
What? Two.
Too.
Like what?
Burma against AI music.
100%, bro. Where's the heart, fam? We come from a
That's
culture where the
true.
heart's in the music. The songs are poetic.
I'm
Like-
gonna clip this.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
yo,
true.
like, again, this is like, I'm so glad you guys invited me to the platform
Yeah.
because, like, I know you guys have like a little bit more Nepali people than I would ever engage with personally.
yeah.
So I could say things that people will understand about our culture. You know what I mean? Fam, like, our music is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so poetic. every song about love will bring you to tears, fam. Like songs about the weather sound crazy. Like when they're talking about like Jomsom Ko Hawa, like that's just talking about wind in a city. But the song is so beautiful, fam. You think a robot could do that? You think a robot could learn thousands of years of an ancient art and create something as beautiful as the experience of the people from the mountains? Never, bro. Never. They could try a million times. They could go to Mustang, kidnap everybody, steal all their brain power. They'll still never be able to make what any Nepali person will ever make, bro. Because that's not ancient. That's man-made. These gifts were given to us by God, bro. You know what I mean? And we ran with it. So they could never be us. Ever, 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 ever. So no AI. Especially when it comes to art. No AI.
No AI.
If you want to answer an email, all right, fuck up a river. Who cares? Whatever. But like when it comes to this art shit,
that's fine. But music, don't mess with my music, bro.
Yeah, don't art. Period. It doesn't have to be music. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you think?
Has to come from a place of hope.
Imagine, bro. Imagine. Nepal Magoira, you're walking around. You see a store. You walk in. Tanka. Artist go. Hey, your MacBook. like what? like you know,
be the same, man.
You know what I mean? Like a tanka, bro. Something so commendable. Like people live their lives to learn this art. Yeah. And you think you could just AI generate the story of Buddha because you look at a couple pictures? Yeah. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
That's the same reason why Picasso costs a lot, other than the IGAG stuff.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, again, art. I'm not a religious person, right? Like, I've never really been that. But, like, going to the holy lands in Nepal, bro, like, yo, you see that, like, the influence of gods are real out there, you know what I mean? And the people really believe that these are gifts from the gods. You know what I mean? Why would I ever let a computer try and do something that's sacred to us? Like, you know, like, generationally, bro, no matter what your background is, no matter what your last name is or whatever, from Nepal, you have a celestial connection to the land, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you ever let a robot try and replace that? I just don't get that, personally. Yeah. Like, if you want a tanka, there are people who dedicate their whole lives to making tankas, bro. Why are you making this computer try to regurgitate something that we lost millions of people to maintain? Like, we fought so hard to maintain our culture. We've never been colonized, bro. We could really puff our chest and say that. They're all from Nepal. You know what I mean? People can't say that. People really can't say that. It's not their faults, obviously. There are a lot of things outside of their circumstance, but like, we have the privilege of being able to say that. So that means the art, the food, the language, the dress, the cultural norms, that's all as pure as it gets, bro. I don't mean to sound like a pure, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to sound like that, but like, it's true. So it's like, we have to cherish that, because if you let the robots take that over, then fam, like, we're in a technocratic society and Nepal's not ready for that. Like, we're behind, bro. So it's like, how, if you want to advance to like technocratic world, be ready to be also impoverished in that version that you create. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, talking about the future, where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years. DJ Berma. Where are you at?
Fingers crossed, traveling the world. Fingers crossed, healthy. Fingers crossed, spreading the good word of Nepal, man. like, I think it's cool because, like,
no, honestly, I think I can see you do something like that, man. Like
so I don't know if you guys saw this. This is kind of like a random tangent, but like, did you see that white lady that moved to Nepal and she's trying to do like DJ parties and stuff and raves? I'll show you guys after. That's an off camera, because the things I say on camera about that, you're gonna get demonetized very quickly. All right, but yeah, there's just this lady who's going to Nepal and trying to throw like raves because she said that Nepal doesn't have a good party culture, and you can kind of guess what she looks like and where she comes from. You feel me? And so, from like, Amsterdam? Probably, or probably like British or something. You know what I mean? But I think she said she's from America, actually. But yeah. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of things about Nepal that I want to talk to you guys about that I can't say on this camera because I have a lot of heated opinions. But I don't know. I find it so interesting because, like, I want locals to teach locals. Like, I would prefer that. Like, you gotta make your own sauce, your own swag, bro. Like, that's why, like, French soccer is French, British soccer is English. You know what I mean? Like everyone has their thing, and so you gotta let things foster in the way where they're at to become what they're supposed to be. Like, I would never be me if I wasn't from Toronto. I would have the Nepali connections, but again, like Nepal is something that came later in my life in the terms of like a tangible thing. You know what I mean? Like I've always been proud of where I'm from, never hid where I'm from, none of that, right? Like I have the sun and the moon tatted on my legs. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a big part of me, but until I was really connected, it didn't really make sense. You know what I mean?
So 3 to 5 years from now, you see yourself traveling the world, representing Nepal and its culture.
And Scarborough. Nepal and Scarborough. Yeah, that's it. Those are the two most important things, bro.
And Scarborough,
when you see me, I'm a Nepali kid from Scarborough. Like that's all you need to know for real. Everything else is just benefits, but I'm
one
a Nepali
of the OG
kid
Nepalese from Scarborough.
yeah. It's
one
crazy. It's crazy. I'm really unk now, bro.
Bro.
Everybody here is a nun right now.
Well, are you in your 30s right now? Or
I refuse to say on camera.
Yo, Berma doesn't talk about numbers.
I'm not a
Berma
numbers
doesn't
guy.
talk about numbers, bro.
I'm
Facts,
not a
bro.
numbers
We
guy.
witnessed here first, man.
I like letters. I don't like numbers.
Oh, no, man. No. Talk about numbers, man. The jersey that you're wearing, I think you guys are going to win one this year. Arsenal?
Only they know, bro.
Only they don't. Nah, bro.
Only they know, bro. I believe in my squad. I never root against my squad. I don't watch sports to cheer against my team. So,
Yo, if you had an option, what would you take, the Champions League or the Premier League?
okay, so I'm a new soccer fan. Like I started watching soccer in the last 3-4 years.
3 to 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some
okay.
long-lasting, lifelong Arsenal fan. That's just not me. You know what I mean? So
It's on the recent side.
yeah, on the recent side.
Has to be because of player. Which player? Saliba?
No, it's because of my friends in London.
Okay. Yeah,
Because like everyone who's a black Londoner or like a young person of color in London is an Arsenal.
Is an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, for sure. But so that's why. And then, but if Saliba, who's on the back of this jersey, by the way, he's my favorite player. But to answer your question, I've watched them bottle the Prem like 3 times now. And that's one thing, right? Like we'll get that bridge when we get there. But lifting the elephant ear trophy to become the champions of Europe, like Champions League to me is my favorite competition in all of sports. So I would want Arsenal to win the Champions League. Yeah. Something we've never done in our club's history. And to be champions of Europe, we can finally sing that.
That's a dream, man.
Yeah. I think so.
It's gonna stay as a dream.
As long as we get one or the other.
Because you guys are playing Atletico for the semis.
Yeah, Harambal.
And then you got like what?
PSG or Bayern. Yeah.
We got Arsenal fan right there. We got Chelsea fan right here. We got United fan right here.
Listen to who's trying to talk to me, by the way.
Chelsea.
In the last few years, we won most of than you guys. Though.
Yeah, but you guys are in the gutter, brother.
Still, there's no point being second,
Garnacho,
though.
bro.
Oh, unstoppable Garnacho.
Garnacho, bro. You gotta be careful.
My boy Steve Estevao.
Hey, yo, he's
shit right now, but still.
Do you think Cole Palmer's staying?
No, bro, he's good. Cole Palmer's good.
No, he's leaving though.
You think he's leaving? No, you say he's staying though, right?
No, he's going to Mane.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's going to Mane.
Mane United?
I don't know.
He's gonna come to Mane United?
We'll see, but
You play FIFA?
I do play FIFA.
Are you good?
I'm pretty decent. I play pro clubs. I play a lot of pro clubs.
Like right now, you play pro clubs?
Yeah.
Shit,
Like
you
FIFA
must be
26,
good,
I'm playing
bro.
pro clubs.
Shit.
Or EA 26. I'm playing. Yeah,
bro,
FC.
we gotta run a game, bro.
Yeah.
I swear, yo, next episode we gotta do the live stream.
Live stream of the
Try
game.
that.
I'm with that. I'm super.
Live stream with the game because both of us we play a little bit. Like recently, we've been playing a little bit more.
Yeah.
I've stopped
then I
playing
played.
since like 2 years.
I
I
hate
used to play on
video
lot.
games are ruined, bro. Video games suck now.
It is so, bro. The 23 I used to play used to be like so good. Right now it's like so complicated. I'm like beginner, bro. Still.
Yeah.
But there's so much, man. Like honestly, like you said, 23. Even before the pandemic time, bro, I was crazy.
I've never been an Ultimate Team person though.
Bro,
I never played.
I used to
Ultimate.
play Ultimate Team. It was pro clubs, Ultimate Team. It was like
For me,
COVID
it's
time.
manager mode and pro clubs. That's all I play.
I like manager mode. Right now, that's what I play a little bit. But most of the time, I just skim through it.
Nah, pro clubs is so fun, bro. And like, I
Pro
have
clubs is fun.
we have like
How many people you got on your team?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, you good.
Yeah,
you guys need a
yeah.
midfield?
If you want to join us, bro,
Yeah,
feel
you need a
free.
midfield or a center back?
You might have to start left back and work your way
Left
up.
back?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Goalkeeper one, and that's what
No. There's no chance. Like,
Yo.
no one's gonna be able to play goalkeeper, man.
Fam, you know what I learned, bro? If you're at home, you could Google this. India's all-time leading goal scorer has the
Nepali.
most international goals for any player ever for a country other than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano is
He's
first.
Third. He's third.
Third? Okay, like he's like up there,
Leo
right?
Messi
No,
is second. Ronaldo's
yeah.
first, and
Sunil Chetri.
Sunil Chetri is third.
He's a Nepali guy, fam.
Yeah.
And when I found that out, I was baffled.
Like, yo, fuck, man. How did India get that?
When I was in Nepal, cricket was booming, bro.
Yeah.
That's when the Nepali cricket team was doing so good. I don't know nothing about cricket. Like,
Mm.
cricket is foreign to
I
me.
think they reached the World Cup. That's why it was
Yeah.
getting crazy.
And so I was like researching like Nepali athletes, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, this Indian guy is actually Nepali.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me.
Born in India, but like he's
Yeah. His last name, like his
There's
first
a lot,
and last
like
name.
Baichang Bhutia, and then there's Rutonesa, like
I didn't know
Nepali rooted.
I didn't know that.
Those like-
There are guys in England. They're playing League One.
I know that there's a lot of like ladies who are playing like women's prem.
There's one famous
Samba.
one from
You know Samba?
Yeah. The international women's team was doing so good, bro.
Mm.
When I was in Nepal, they were their faces were everywhere.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. Are you got any questions? Gee, Berma burned through all my
You got
questions,
somewhere to
bro.
be?
Nah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm big chilling.
You gotta hit that FIFA, bro.
Let's run it. Let's run it. I'm actually
trying
about
to
it.
1v1 Burma.
Yeah,
man.
let's go. Let's
I'm trying
go.
to 1v1 Burma.
Let's go. I'm super with it.
What team you picking?
So me and my friends, we have a rule: random, dead. So you
Oh.
random twice, pick between those two teams, or you random a third time and you have to use that team.
Is it like from a specific league you can pick?
Yeah,
or
yeah, like,
it
you
has
can
to
do
be
it
right
however.
from the start,
Or
it's
you can
random.
pick anybody.
Yeah,
You can pick Arsenal.
Yeah, well, that's not fun because I'm gonna smoke everyone. You know?
Shit. The only thing you're smoking here is the.
nah, man.
No, bro. No, for real. We're gonna see if we can do the live stream.
I'm so
thing.
about it. I'm so about it,
You gotta-
bro. I'm nice, man. I'm nice.
Shit, bro. We might have to practice, bro.
Yeah,
I
you
might
gotta
have
get
to
in that
practice.
lab, brother.
No.
So World Cup is coming to Toronto. Who are you supporting?
Canada, for sure.
Besides Canada, because I don't know like Canada.
Anyone who's not European or Argentinian. Anyone who's not European Argentinian, I will support.
Canada pool is a like tough pool to slide.
Yeah, we have like Bosnia.
No, tough, but I don't think it's that tough. 'Cause
We can win our
honestly,
we can win our
We
group.
can win, but the thing is, right? This World Cup there's a lot more teams than
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Bro,
36.
Yeah.
right? There's a lot more teams than before. So they just
But I believe in Team Canada. I
Yeah,
really think
Team
we have some
Canada's
good
good,
players,
bro.
bro.
We're good.
I think that,
yeah.
especially on the world stage, are we
Yeah.
the best? Are we tier 1? No. But are we tier 2? I think
Tier
so.
2 for sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, what's Jordan going to do against us?
I think
for-
we could be one of the dark horse, you know? Just like Saudi.
I don't think so. But I don't.
Bro, Saudi played really good last
I think
World Cup,
Mexico's not a good tournament team. U.S. soccer is dead.
yeah?
So from the North
Mexico's
American
good,
side,
though.
they always say
Mexico's nice, bro.
Mexico is like Croatia.
But they
bro.
always lose, though.
It's
Yeah,
like
but the
Croatia.
team
It's
is
living
good.
off a reputation, bro.
Like in pen and paper, they're a good team.
That's what they tell me, bro. But then
Mm.
when I see them in the tournament, they're always getting bounced, bro.
Mm.
Like the same thing with all the Asian teams, bro. Korea, Japan, all those teams.
I'm rooting for Japan, Korea, the Asian team.
Yeah,
Canada, of course. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
number
Rooting
one,
for
right?
Portugal, bro. I want my guy to win the World Cup.
Who?
Ronaldo.
That's gonna be so bad for soccer, bro. This
Bro, you're a
is
Chelsea
so
fan
bad.
who's Ronaldo fan as well?
I'm a Ronaldo fan first, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
brother,
Oh.
that's so bad for soccer. If Portugal win,
Right.
it's so
Why?
bad.
If they win, they'll
Because now is the time to throne. Like the throne is empty.
Yeah.
You got to crown next. You already gave Mbappe the crown, whatever. You
Just give
gave
it to Ronaldo
Vinicius
once,
the
man.
crown.
Just give it to Ronaldo once. Bro.
Nah,
That's what I
man,
say. man.
nah.
Just give it
The-
to
Vinicius
him.
the
is
Portugal
not
has
even
some
in
good
the
players.
Brazil,
though.
China, no World Cup, man.
Yeah, they are.
They're there.
Yeah.
How come they're not in the
Ancelotti is
Yo,
there
EA makina छैन.
FC Makina?
Yeah.
because
Brazil.
not every team licensed their rights.
Oh,
Oh, that's the reason?
shit! Brazil's not playing.
That's
in
why
Brazil.
we're playing international.
Yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
no Brazil, there's no Uruguay. I'm
Yeah.
like,
You know,
okay,
like
qualify भयो भने कि
उनीहरूको
खा-
राइट्स
like,
चाहिँ अर्को गेमहरूलाई
Oh, yeah, I
दिन्छ
think it's
like
the-
PES,
the
PES
PES.
method.
yeah.
Okay, makes
Yeah,
sense.
FM,
that
त्यस्तो
makes
त्यस्तो.
sense, eh?
So they
I
don't.
didn't click to, like, because it's been a while since we have.
अनि त्यो पनि
right?
like
So that's-
FIFAमा इन्टर मिलान छैन, AC मिलान छैन,
छैन?
छैन.
Oh, the name is not there,
Yeah,
but the team is
yeah,
there.
it's like Calcio,
Yeah, the team.
whatever. Yeah.
त्यो-
You know,
I think I
उनीहरूले
saw
राइट्स
something
चाहिँ PESमा दिएको छ.
like that. Yeah.
So they don't
That
get,
is bad for the
yeah.
game.
Sure.
And that's Ronaldo winning is so bad, bro. Like we need new faces,
Yeah.
bro.
Who
Like
do you want to win?
Yo, I really like France's team, bro. I think France has some young boys.
France is crazy.
Yeah.
Olise, okay.
Yeah,
Olise is
Olise,
good, bro. That
Saliba,
guy's
of
so
course.
good.
You know, Cherokee.
But
Bro,
if
that
France
guy's
win
good
it,
with his
Doué.
his handles are
France is
crazy.
GT on it. I mean, Olise is gonna get the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
sure.
for sure, for
You
sure.
see?
Olise.
Is they gonna win? the-
England is the one here. Like so for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
But
Hurricane
I don't
deserves it.
know. Like I think that hopefully it's not a European team. But I
Mm.
like Colombia. Colombia's a good team. I got to watch them a lot when I was in Colombia, so they're a good team. But I don't know. Is Albania in the World Cup? I love when no, they lost the qualifier. I remember watching that game actually.
Can we go support Iran?
Iran? Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
They're not gonna
If they're even allowed to come in.
Yeah, I think they're gonna nikal din jasa लाग्यो.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Italy
but
like
Italy,
that.
Italy say what's Trump said was that he wanted to replace Iran with Italy.
Yeah,
'Cause
no, they're
Italy
going to
didn't
Kozira to
qualify,
me.
But Italy, the president said no.
Yeah,
Like, let's leave all the competition stuff in the pitch itself.
yeah.
Let's not get involved into
Yeah.
politics, which makes sense. Like, that's like your much respect
But
to
then
that. You know?
Canada, US ma bhayirani, the tickets are so crazy. Right?
Mexico ma पनि.
I mean, but still, the
Yeah.
US space it's
अब
so
उनीहरूले
crazy.
भन्यो आज त्यो New York ma arena सम्म जानलाई it's $100 ticket just to
yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
Yeah, I seen the post.
Like what? That's
On
crazy.
a regular, it's like 10 or 12.
yeah, $20 or something like that. Ani
It's like,
$150 or $100 whatever.
that's
It's
crazy, bro.
तर we already know what's good with FIFA, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, but त्यो मान्छेलाई award दिइरहेछ. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna put that guy on a world stage and say World Peace Award? Like, come on, bro. Like we already know.
There's this happening. Okay, World Cup राको के हुन्छ त्यो? Euros.
Euros.
Euros is pretty much cheaper.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard that too. त्यो चाहिँ हैन, I wanna go.
मेरो साथीहरु last Euros मा टन्नै गएको थियो because one of my good friends, he's from Germany, so he went back to Germany because it was in the Euros was in Germany last time, and so he went to a game. He went to like an Albania game, and he was like, "It's lit, it's lit." But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the city's gonna handle that much traffic though.
Bro, we're good.
Yeah, it's very tight. Like I
Gonna
told
be
you,
tough.
Gardenia was closed.
Yeah.
This weekend, Gardner closed.
Yeah. At least I know Gardner Spadina were to so you can take the DVP down.
Obviously, coming
Yeah.
from Scarborough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to take the DVP down,
Yeah.
and then you get off at Lakeshore. But after Lakeshore, it's closed.
After Lakeshore is closed.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the entire Gardner was closed for this weekend. Right?
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah,
Something's
there's
always
gonna be
closed
mad
there.
traffic, bro.
Getting
this
back
summer.
to the DJ stuff.
Yeah.
Who's your top 5?
Who's my top 5?
Yeah.
How many different ways can you spell my name? That's my top 5.
Bidhan,
man.
Berma, underscore Berma.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah,
Blastoise.
Yeah, Blastoise. Yeah. Dazu.
Unk.
Unk.
No, honestly, but who do you listen to DJ wise?
Like music wise, yo, I'm all over the place. I like songs. I don't really particularly focus on artists. Like if I hear a song I like, I don't care unless this person's super problematic. I don't really care about the music or the artist, you know. But obviously Drake, I got a lot of that in my rotation. What do I have? Let me pull up my place right now.
Burna
Is-
Boy?
Hmm?
Burna Boy?
Burna Boy, I don't really, not recently, no.
Not recently.
I listened to, Sway Lee.
Swaley?
Yeah, he just put out an album. I've been listening to a lot of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Skilly Bang.
Yes. Blues, I've been listening to a lot of his music. I really like his album, Maya Kobasa. That's a really good album. That was my Nepal, when I romanticize Kathmandu in my head, I'm listening to that album, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm all over the place.
They're DJs or the DJs go sundana music? Like producing DJs, like their stuff.
At the end of the day, my job is to listen to new music. You know what I mean? So if a DJ is making it, I'll listen to it. If someone else is making it, I'll listen to it. But like, I don't really listen to other people's mixes too much because I feel like that influences my style, and I like just having my own style. You know what I mean? But there are certain DJs that I go to if I need to listen to something while I'm cleaning my room or whatever. But honestly, bro, I'm usually listening to podcasts, disassociating from music and all that stuff. I think you need to separate the two. Like, I think you need a clear mind opening the door of being a DJ and a clear mind closing the door and being something else, you know? But yeah, I'm listening to a lot of stuff.
Any upcoming gigs?
Any upcoming gigs? Yeah.
Summer on this.
Yeah,
So I know
yeah.
you play at what was the place called?
Do West Fest?
No. To Cool
Cold Tea?
Tea.
Yeah, it's closed now. Yeah, they closed it. They turned it into a cocktail bar now. Whatever. But wherever the summer takes me. Like, to be honest, I've really been focused on getting out there and being a little bit more intentional about being international and traveling and seeing the world. So if that means I got to DJ here a little bit less, that's totally fine with me. And I think that's kind of where I'm at right now, like making the gigs mean more, you know, like for the last 4 years of my life, I've been DJing every weekend in Toronto. Like at a certain point, I have to make people miss me a little bit. You know what I mean? Got to be a little mysterious for a bit. You know what I mean? Like going to Nepal for 2 months and then coming back, and like there's so many people that I haven't even seen since I got back, but it's because, like, yo, I just been focused. I just want to keep going, you know?
Have you tried doing any sets on YouTube? Like,
Yeah. I have some some stuff coming up, and then
Yeah.
I was just telling him, like, I have some stuff coming up in the next few months, where I have like a platform that I'm gonna allow, like, the people that I was teaching. We basically recorded videos, and so we're gonna put them out there. Yeah. So people can go check that out and see all these young talented artists, bro, that are killing it.
You ever thought about producing your own music?
For sure. But I let that for the musicians, bro. I know how to work with a completed product. I'm not necessarily the person to build the product, and I know that about myself. Who knows? Maybe in the next bit that could change, right? But I don't have like the technical the formal music training. I just know when shit knocks. Like, I know when something is good. I know when it's gonna make people dance. Like, that's my thing. So if you give me a finished product, I know how to get it onto the streets.
Like,
but don't expect me to cook
like
it. Huh?
Are you talking about like mastering or?
No. Like, just like being able to hear a song and be like, oh, like that's gonna do good in this section of the club, or like this portion of the night.
Okay,
You know
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like when the product is cooked.
Yeah.
I know how to move it on the streets, you know what I mean? But don't put me on the kitchen, you know what I mean?
He's like the Okire Desconam. Breaking Bad.
I'm not Walter, I'm Jesse, you know what I mean?
Jesse.
Yeah.
No, but do you know a lot of Nepali artists here in Toronto?
Now I'm starting to get to know people, you know what I mean?
You know, you met Nira.
Yeah,
you got
he's
to meet
dope.
Jigme.
Yeah.
Like, these two guys are.
They're really
How do
dope.
you feel about their music?
I love it, bro. Like I posted on my IG story,
that's what I
right?
saw, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Like they're talking about being drunk on Queen Street, going to Karma, you know, like
Yeah.
being rowdy and stuff like that. Like that's so beautiful, bro, because I never had that in my life.
Yeah.
Like I've been here my whole life, and I've never heard Queen Street and local eateries being spoken on rap songs by local artists. Like that's not my reality, you know what I mean? And like especially in Parkdale, like, you know what I mean? Like there's such a rich culture there, but nobody really was talking that sort of stuff. So like to hear that on a stage in front of all these Nepali people, and not just that, they're talking about being drunk at Karma on Queen Street. The fact that everyone there has also been drunk at Karma on Queen Street, and so everyone's just like, yeah, like this is music that speaks to us.
Exactly.
Like,
This
so
is
I
our
really
music.
respect that.
Yeah, the song's called 444 by Jigme on YouTube. Like, honestly, that song's been on my thing.
Japanese restaurant, by
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Next time they might pop up your name on that, though.
Yeah,
DJ Berma.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like, again, I think that's beautiful, and the music's actually good. Like it's music that I would listen to. Like one thing I hate about a lot of older Nepali music, like mid 2000s, late 2000s, is how much they wanted to be Tupac. You know what I mean? Like everybody wanted to be Eminem, everybody wanted to be Tupac. All these like lyrical miracle mumbo jumbo, and it's like, yo, like that's cool. It has its place. I respect it. It's a craft, and you could be talented at it. I'm not trying to hear that, fam. Like, where's the good music, bro? Like, I don't want to hear this rapidy rap, bro. And it's not because it's rapidy rap. I love rap in that fashion, but it's just how you're going about it, bro. Like you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Everybody wanted to be 50 Cent. Everyone wanted to be Chingy or Nelly or whatever, you know. Am I gonna fault them? No, because that's again how they absorb the culture. But now I could look back and be like, yo, I did not like any of that stuff. You know what I mean?
But honestly, I think you might be able to work with these guys, man. These guys are good.
Sure.
There's other artists as well.
For sure, bro. And the pool is ever growing, you know, and
Yeah.
that's the beautiful part. And why I try and keep in contact with so many Nepali young artists. Because, like, for example, I was in Brighton in England, and I was DJing there. And they posted me on the flyer, blah, blah, blah. This girl messaged me and says, yo, you're from Nepal? I said, yeah, like, what's up? Yo, there's a bunch of us that go to school out here. We're going to come to your set.
Shit.
Just off the strength of there being a Nepal flag in my bio. And then, boom, that's my first time speaking Nepali in the club. with a stranger. You feel me? Like,
Kasta
yeah, yeah. And like, obviously, like, I speak Nepali, but I speak like I have a decent accent, but like when I speak English, I sound like I'm from where I'm from. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so like we'll be speaking in English, whatever, and then we'll speak in Nepali, and I'm just like, yo, this is a trip because like that person speaking in like a English accent, English Nepali accent. I'm speaking straight Toronto English and Nepali. You know what I mean? So it's pretty trippy, bro. Like to be able to be in the club with young people who are like Tib or Nepali or like Bhutanese, whatever. We're all in the club speaking Nepali. I'm like, what? Yelling over the music. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy. I never did that in my life.
Sing it in Nepali too. Yo खेल्नु दाइ यो गीत चाहिन्छ दाइ.
Yeah, like I never had that, bro. Like ek pe khani, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
so like yo, what's she trying to say, bro?
And like I've never experienced that, you know what I mean? And it was like, yo, that's so cool, bro, because I'm in Brighton, like I'm so far away from home. And now I'm in the club yelling, ik pe khani ho, ik pe khanu na.
All the way at Brighton, eh?
Yeah, bro. Or like being outside the club, whatever, a jungle comes up to me, Dai choose her da.
Say what?
Choose her da.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, choose her. And I'm drunk, bro, and like I'm in Brighton, so I'm not driving, so I can get as drunk as I want. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing double, and I see just like this familiar figure walking towards me, and I didn't even know what her face looks like. I just know that she was Nepali because she just looked Nepali, and she came up to me. She's like, "That is too so." I said,
"So who died? Who died here?" Oh shit, you even died.
Yeah, so that's crazy, bro. And like going to Nepal and experiencing that, bro, and like experiencing like young Nepali guys trying to holla at shorties in Nepali, bro. Like I never heard that before. Like, you know, I don't know how to spit game to a shorty in Nepali. Like all the Nepali girls I know are my cousins, bro. I don't know how to
like, yo, you Canadian,
know? Bro. And so like, I don't know, it was pretty cool, man. It was the first time in my life where Nepali was the standard. And I've never had that before. And so like I value that experience quite a lot because like as somebody who grew up here, like I've always been like the 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the minority. Every room that I've walked into, I've always been the only Nepali person. Everywhere I go, I don't mind it, but I have to carry that flag in every room I walk into. And it was cool being in a place where I could put down a flag and just be me. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to be the Nepali guy. I'm actually the Canadian guy in this room, you know what I mean? Which that's the first time I had to wear that identity, you know what I mean? As like a kid of the diaspora, like, you're Nepali by blood, but you're not really from here. And sometimes people will say that to me, you know what I mean? But the experience was vastly usually the other way around. People would be very happy that I came back to visit and that I'm connecting with my roots and stuff like that. But there are definitely people who look at you different because you're from the diaspora, for sure.
Yeah. So one thing I have to ask you is, honestly, do you have any advice to all our listeners or viewers? They're all, I think majority of our viewers, like these guys are all young Nepalese people, male, female, whatever. They're all new to Toronto, to North America. They're all Nepali, right?
The Western world.
Exactly. Any advice?
Never lose sight of who you are to chase what you want, bro. Like I think like we come from a place, again, in this conversation, if you've listened all this way, you could definitely hear one thing that I'm really sad about is being proud about where we come from. Because like we have a very rich history with zero colonial influence. That's a privilege in this world, bro. Like people to this day right now are dying to have something that we already have, to have that connection to the place that we come from. So value that, carry that, walk with your chest high, because the things that we do, the things that we've done as people, nobody can say they've done that. Turning over the government by ourselves, young people who wanted something to get done, to be able to never be colonized despite everyone around us being colonized, to be able to preserve our language, our culture, our food, everything. It means the world. People would die for this. So wherever you go, walk with your chest high because you come from somewhere very beautiful. So that's my advice. Always be proud of where you come from.
She's DJ Berma.
Let's wrap it.
Clock it or lock it. Which one was it? Clock it.
All right.
She.